Button, yes. Hello, it's me. Yay! I did it. I managed to not fuck this up terribly. Hello, everybody. I gotta refill my water. I'm highly caffeinated. That's probably not good for my heart. But hello, we're playing D&D and D and shit. I don't have my green screen up because it's fucking annoying me. So you get to see all the crap I have in my background. Stuff. Beautiful picture from one of my friends that I nailed into a wall because I wanted to. Hi. Hi. So we'll be playing D&D today. This is a homebrew 5e campaign. We got a whole bunch of good people. Aw beans. I should make a fucking Nightbot command for this. I just realized. Shit. Everybody gets to wait while I make a Nightbot command. Crap. 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 Doomed. Why is that in all caps? Okay. I'm not gonna make everybody wait. We're gonna hop right into this bullshit with people and stuff. So we're gonna have cams on this time. Some cams don't work. That's life. Everybody will introduce themselves. You know who they are. I have no way of putting the text on the screen. I'll figure that out later. I'm a one-man goddamn production. I'm not a fucking miracle worker. Is that it? Did you run out of water? No! Don't splash. Stuff. If you ever really want to get hype about water and, spill it all over your goddamn floor. Motherfucker. Get a 5-gallon jug with a pump inside of it. You done now? Are you done making everything wet? No, you're just gonna keep leaking? Whatever, fuck it. I don't have the time nor the patience for this shit. Alright. Everybody say hello. Everybody knows you're here now.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
People.
Oh no. There I am.
There's an everybody.
Surprise.
Surprise. Okay. So we're gonna do this from the bottom up. So we're gonna start with Mouston, you first, and then Noah, and then
Oh God.
Nate, and then Robin's last, because Robin's got to introduce everything about their character.
That's fair.
And I need you to vamp while I make a fucking Nightbot command. Go.
All right. Hi, I'm Austin. System Meltdown on Twitch. Anything else I need to say? It's been a little while. I'm not sure.
You introduce the name of your character?
Yes, I am playing the Warforged Aegis. Just good robot boy.
Yeah.
And I'm next.
Alrighty.
I'm
Oh,
Noah.
whoop, I'm out of order.
Oh, sorry. It's okay. We'll figure it out as we go. I'm Noah. You probably see me as Argon Seaborn on the channel here. I don't have Twitch. I'm the only non-streamer here. I am going to be
Lucky
playing
fucker.
Lumiere, our resident tiefling cleric, trying to keep all these other fuckers alive.
Typing as fast as I can. Oh shit. I might not win.
I will talk slow. My name is Nate. I stream on Twitch at ToJuggerNate. I play a half-elf wizard named Hanlanan.
Ugh.
Whoa, Black Betty.
Hanlanan.
Alan.
All right, Robin, you're last. Thank you, Nate, for
that-
vamping.
That is me. I am last. I am Robin. I stream and I'm on Twitch and stuff, and that's with the Twitter handle YTRahne, which is YTRAHNE. I am playing your half-orc blood hunter, who's tall and brawny.
Amazonian physique.
Shit, it's still
Always.
white and nobody can see it. Fuck.
Oh no!
It's alright, it's alright. Emergency fixes. I'm good at this. Streamlabs.
Remember, it's not a real Twitch stream unless something goes wrong.
That's true. Well, nothing's gone wrong yet. Nothing's gone wrong yet. How do I log
Yeah.
in?
It is early
Challenge
still.
accepted.
It are the early. Yes.
Hydrate.
Oh.
Or
Be
dihydrate.
right back. I realize I have a larger screen that isn't going to make me echo. Be right back.
Speaking of hydrate, I am going to do the same.
All widgets. Is it all widgets? Where do they put it? Alert
All
box?
the way down.
Too
Oh.
much technology.
It's all widgets. Always has been.
All widgets all the time.
Chat box. Chat box.
Just trying to
Um,
not throw this across my floor.
Text color. Somebody pick a color.
Green.
Nailed it.
Green.
Fucking great minds think alike.
Green's just a default color that my brain goes to.
There you go. Now it looks
It
fucking
has
neon.
become one.
I'm good at this.
Yes.
So if you type
Perfect.
exclamation D&D, everybody's name, character name, actual name, streaming name. Yeah, there you go.
Apologies. There we go. No echo now.
Noah, you stream under the name, not a streamer.
Yeah. 'Cause
Perfect. It works.
Yep.
I don't stream. I've thought
You should
about
take
it.
that
I just
username.
no.
Make that green slightly darker as a note, because
That is a pop your eyeballs out green, especially on that white field.
Yeah.
Sorry.
yeah.
Streamlabs, come
Friendly
back.
suggestion. Doing it live.
Doing it live. Fuck
Always.
it.
Yeah, how can you ever properly configure anything without hitting the play button and then be like, okay, what broke? Between
what-
A and
Yeah.
B?
What broke this time?
No, I know that feeling all too well.
We said darker green.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Test it out now. What up, YMB Games?
Whoa, that. Ooh, I'm hoping my mic didn't pick that up.
Whatever it was, I don't think I heard it. So
You had to
Probably
write
did.
testy.
I lightly cracked my neck, and it sounded a lot louder in my head than it.
yeah, was it not? Was it not quite lightly, or at least not as lightly as you thought it was?
Yeah. Luckily, I didn't use my hand, so I wasn't causing too much extra nonsense. But
Chat like that.
So in addition to
You do.
streaming, I also get to be distracted because my main mod, Nerdy Soprano, is currently at the zoo, and I'm getting all kinds of zoo animal pictures.
Excellent. The best kind of distraction.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Bronx Zoo. So like,
Ooh,
you know,
nice.
a real fucking zoo.
Hey,
Seneca Park Zoo's a zoo.
the Philadelphia Zoo's nice.
The Philadelphia Zoo is very
Especially
nice.
when you hand adults drinks.
That's true. All right, let me see if I can fix this last thing. Ta-da. All right, we're gonna start ever so shortly. I promise. Maybe I don't know. Fuck y'all.
Maybe, probably.
What did I do?
This is the whole. This is the whole thing. It's just me. It's us riffing on each other and not playing anything.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, so like
appropriate.
the beginning of the Adventure Zone. Got it.
The first 15 episodes of the Adventure Zone.
Come on, everybody.
Stand out. Does it really? Also, hi Joe.
Don't hate me. I love Balance.
Oh, Balance is very good.
And Amnesty was also pretty good.
Yeah, and those were the only 2 arcs, right? That was it. That was the whole show. At least that's what I'm saying. Okay, so we're playing D&D. Here's what happened last time. Y'all went out on an adventure. So you all have joined a war company, a grand company called the War Host. Basically, all hired as mercenaries to go do good for the world. The kingdom that you're living in is the last kingdom on the planet, and you were trying to expand ever so slowly outwards to maybe reclaim Warhose. My God, that's it. That's the new name for my dick. It's the Warhose.
Jesus.
Oh boy.
No.
I am highly caffeinated. This is what's happening. And then we got Warhose, which is the
feel like
tavern down the street.
War hose for the war hose.
Warhose is going to be the name of my Mad Max Fury Road porn parody.
Oh boy.
It's going to be that kind of day.
Oh my God! Oh,
All right, let's get off of this tangent.
oh.
I think this tangent has been brought to its logical conclusion.
Especially since my buddy brought up the mayo jar. But anyway.
Oh no.
Okay, so the War Host is the company you've joined to go and scout out what has been lost. The world is covered by this dense, deadly fog. Nobody has memory of the before times of what happened before the fog. Everybody just kind of knows that they ended up here in the basically last bastion of peopling.
Yeah.
Y'all went out on a boat ride, got attacked by some Sahagin. You fought them off. You found some undead. You found a crystal. You didn't die. You found some cool shit. You brought it back for the wizards, and the wizards like, yo, these people got promise. And that's basically where you were. So we're gonna start off this adventure in a weird way by like going back home, back to like your home base, so you can recruit your new friend, who has also joined you in your adventure, and get ready for the next one.
Yay.
Yay! I'm gonna bring you to this map. Well, it'd be good if I brought you all over.
Does make it easier to see.
Yeah. There's your map. So we have the castle, the bazaar, the fire, the peak, the under, the grounds. Grounds is where all the farms happen. The under is where everybody lives. The peak is where the fucking secluded wizards that go only by numbers for some reason are. The castle is where like the king lives. It's kind of a democracy because nobody knew what a king was or how to make one. And the bazaar is where all the trading gets done. And one of these boats is your boat. Congratulations. Oh, and the fire is there's a giant pillar of crystal in the middle that is constantly on fire, and it's keeping the fog at bay. And people are trying to figure out how that works, and that's not really working too well because the fire is slowly burning the crystal down, which brings the fog ever closer and closer. Humanity is on a timer.
It's doing a creep.
Yeah. So y'all will head back to your home base, which I should bring up names and stuff.
Make it up on the fly. No, I'm just kidding.
No, actually I have it all written down. Yes.
Oh, a surprise.
What, did I write it down?
Yep.
Fuck off!
I was about to say, as a DM, that's more work than I do some weeks.
I am not going to tell you that I wrote the plot for this an hour ago, but the rest of this stuff I've had written down for a while. So also your
I reiterate my previous statement.
your
There's a
wonderful-
reason why I keep the Xanathar's Guide open on the name section at almost all times.
Oh, that, you know what? Good call. Good call. Fantasy name generator. Just have that on the side right there. So the person you met most out of all this is Liv. Her name's actually Liv Jatan. She's a female dragon boat sailor. She's the one who drives the boat and carries the crystal, because every time you go out, you get a little crystal, and the crystal keeps the fog at bay. And she basically is a chicken shit, because she doesn't fight. She's a sailor, and she's gonna hold this crystal and make sure y'all don't die. But she will fucking leave you behind, I guess, if she has to. So we're gonna come back to our new guild. It is a building inside the bazaar. It's a long 2-floor shop. The front end is a shop front. The back end is a smithy and a bakery. And the second floor is where everybody gets a free room and board and the primary office. So I'm gonna give you some names. I got Eleanor. She's the one in charge of everything. She was a fighter. She turned businesswoman. Super competitive, and the one who decided the Warhost was a good idea and kind of recruited all of you. So at least you all have like passing knowledge of her, because she was like, "Yo, I'll pay you to do stuff." And then there's the Thunderhead twins. It is stay with me on this one, because it is a female high elf blacksmith and a male mountain dwarf blacksmith, and they're both 133 years old. And they're twins. And they do all of the smithing and all of the baking. And it's kind of like interchangeable. They can both do both things, so they just kind of run everything. And this is basically how the place stays afloat. This is where you get your rations from. This is where you get your armor and stuff from, if you need it.
Who did we...
I lost a Noah.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Bye forever.
Oh, Noah.
Oh, I wonder what OBS looks like right now that he's dropped out. Oh,
It
the rest of you got bigger.
it doesn't look too bad.
Yeah. Robin and Nick
Yeah,
got bigger.
we're fine for the moment.
But okay, I've caught up everybody on anything you may have forgotten or didn't know in the first place, in case you never read the lore document I sent out.
Are there specific titles for these people?
No.
Okay,
Nobody really, like, titles are like a kind of like a bygone age thing.
got it.
If you want to call Eleanor your boss, she wouldn't be upset about it, but she knows the
Just checking.
relationship between you is new and fresh, and is trying to like instill respect. Like, I pay you,
Yeah.
new job, I get you job. This is how this works.
That's fine.
Yeah, and the Thunderhead twins don't really care. They're busy. They're super busy, and they're overworked, and they're tired. So imagine like a dwarf and an elf siblings that work retail all the time,
Oh God,
and that's who you're dealing with.
those poor bastards.
Yep. And you come in every once in a while, and you're like, "I need a custom order," and like, "Fine."
Yeah, I'm probably a notable headache for them.
Yeah.
Though, I can do my own smithing now, so that's nice.
Yeah. So, the party comes back after a successful quest and not dying. And now you come in, and there's a new friend standing there, a female half-orc. And Eleanor's also standing there like, "Hi." Oh, wait, I gotta do... Oh, can I do a Spanish accent? No, I can do French, though. Hello. Friends, this is your new compatriot, Dora. They will be going with you on the next adventure, and I am actually going out to get the paperwork for it right now. You have done so well in the eyes of the king that you have been immediately chosen for another one. I'm gonna go get the paperwork. Introduce yourselves. Play nice. I'll be right back. And Eleanor just like rushes out the door with like a smile and a pep in her step because you guys have done so well.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to do while you're in this guild, or talk to each other? That's also fine.
How long has it been since the last session? In
About
terms
20
of, like-
minutes.
Oh, okay.
Y'all literally just left the peak where you had given stuff to the wizards, and they translated that one thing for you. What is this? What is this? Internet went sideways. Okay. I was like, what is that? Yes. It's in Roll20, but the last thing you had translated by them was, for your valiant heroism, the Kingdom of Altrad grants you the award on the 10th day of the year 5321, tradable for one magic item from the vault. And you found that off on your adventures.
That's right.
But basically, from there, you walked back to the base, and now here we are. Ta-da.
Is there a bathtub in this place? Because I'm dirty.
There is a tub.
I'm going to go take a bath.
The tub is currently filled with some kind of brackish water.
Uh-oh.
Let's see what magic I have for that.
I get introduced and I was just like, fuck it, I'm taking a bath. I'm like, okay then.
Sorry, I'm just pulling up a document real quick so I can have it open for a reference.
You're not the only one. You stay there.
What are the names of the Thunderhead twins, like the first names?
The male dwarf is Thunda, and the female high elf is Alotl. I'll put those in chat so we know what they look like.
Nice.
Yes. Just so that way I have those for reference, because I'm probably going to need to talk to one of them in a minute.
Mouse, are you okay? Mouse, what's going on?
Uh-oh.
Hear him fine.
Okay, I'm fine. My mouse was going on its own pace across my screen. Nate, what magic do you have? Hanlanen. Black Betty.
I'm
Hanlanen.
probably going to try to throw some prestidigitations at it, but I don't think... It looks like I can clean stuff that's no larger than a cubic foot, and I don't think I could fit in a tub that's smaller than a cubic foot.
Hey, we got a friend back.
There we go.
Hey!
And Argent
Alright.
has returned to us.
Yes.
Sorry, my internet just decided it wanted to.
Oh
Streams
God,
again,
I
technical
know.
issue.
I know that feeling. Dear God, do I know that feeling.
And I'm also on an extender for the most part, so sometimes things go sideways, but it's not at the extender, it's somewhere else, but the extender signal's fine. Ugh. Okay, sorry about that.
It's all good. All right, so Hanlanen, you actually, so eventually, like, because prestidigitation you can cast like every 6 seconds.
Mhm.
You can in fact like mostly clean the water, and it is now
Nice.
like crystal clear.
You get like
Alright,
one clean square and it just filters into everything else, so you're trying desperately to clean the squares necessarily.
I'm like one of those cleaning shrimp.
Well,
Now
I guess
more Oh, sorry.
while this is happening, Aegis is probably going to actually go up to Dura. Greetings. I am still unsure of my actual name or designation, but most people around these parts have taken to calling me Aegis.
That's fair enough. I am Dura Despite.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I hope that we will be able to do good work together.
Goal.
If I may ask, what are your specialties in battle?
Pretty much looking at my shoulder with the giant two-handed, like the hilt of the two-handed weapon, just like far up past. It's just kind of like caught off guard by generally someone not assuming properly.
There are
Look
many,
away.
many ways to wield a weapon, which is why I ask. There are multiple different schools of thought.
Yes, well, I pretty much just go for the straightforward
Fair enough.
answer.
I can't hold it anymore. The urge to scream, "Bitch, I eat people!" was too strong.
I missed a little bit of what was going on, so
Nothing. Hamlin's taking a bath.
Yeah, Hamlin's taking a bath.
Hamlin pieced the fuck out to go take a bath, ignoring the new party member entirely.
I have to look presentable real quick before I introduce myself.
Sometimes you
I
just
mean-
you have to take that shower before you meet somebody. Like, hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta like. You could just press to digitate yourself. Why are you taking a fucking bath?
Because, like, I don't know.
Because I feel like that's the magical equivalent of just dousing yourself in Axe body spray. Like, sure, you're gonna like feel cleaner, but are you really?
Magic says
Perfect.
yes.
I mean, yeah, but it's still just like it's not the same.
there's still
Not a
something to be
warm
said about
bath.
yeah. Like prestidigitation gets you clean, but it doesn't like relax your muscles, doesn't do all that kind of stuff. Whereas if you take a warm bath, the warm water relaxes you. You're not as tense.
It cleans the soul.
I'll be standing there waiting for him to return. We'll be someplace else entirely.
So also, Hamlin, as soon as you like step into this bath, right? It is warm, like kind of room temperature ish. So, stepping in, you do feel a lump on the bottom of the like tub that you're sitting in, because you're not sitting in a bathtub. It's just like basically a giant barrel cut in half, and that's the closest thing you're gonna get to a bathtub.
Yeah, that's fair. What's the lump?
Do you want to reach down and like grab it?
Unfortunately, yes.
It feels really soft and pliable, and kind of doughy.
Is it dough?
Soap.
It's dough.
Why is
did
there-
I just clean up the fucking?
Yeah, this is
Did I-
the thing you pull up and look at. It is a like lump of dough.
Is there a window?
Is the yeah? There's a window. It's
All
open.
right, so I'm just gonna. I realized I just might have messed something up here, so I am going to go out the window and come back in the front door like nothing happened.
Do you bring the dough with you?
No, that's not my dough.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so you hop out the window. Give me a sweet because it's on the second floor. Give me just a real easy acrobatics check to get the fuck to climb down without being noticed or making a ruckus.
15?
Oh yeah, no problem. You're just like, well, down we go, and now we're back at the front door. Did you bother getting dressed on the way down?
Oh yeah, no, I'm not just hopping out naked.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be one way to make an entrance. Bam!
Well, everybody sees Hamlin and re-enter through the front door. come like back up the stairs. Like, oh, what's up?
I just left something on the boat. Oh, it was good to meet you. You said your name was Dura.
I actually didn't. Eleanor did, but I.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Hanlinan.
Is
Nice
everything
to
all
meet
right,
you.
Hanlinan? You seem flustered.
Everything is fine now. I believe. Hope.
After a hot minute, Alotl, the female high elf, comes running upstairs like, "Hello, everyone! Can't talk! In a rush! Gotta go!" And like runs towards the tub, and reaches in and grabs the dough, and then runs back downstairs. Sorry, I forgot this.
Oh, I bet that's going to be delicious.
I
Probably super clean. Real tasty.
I mean,
I'm not
I'm glad
touching that. Whatever carb is gonna happen at dinner, I am not touching it. I left it to the die and I rolled the 20. I am not touching whatever might be a carb tonight at dinner.
I'm glad I didn't get in the tub or it'd be a sourdough.
Uh, a couple of seconds later, you hear like the door slam open and then slam shut, and Eleanor comes running back up with a letter in her hand, going, "Yes, I can't do accents consistently. God damn it. Yes, friends, we have a new job." And she like holds the paper up and is waving around too excitedly for anybody to really read.
Grab the waving arm so it stands still. Hold still so someone can either take it or read it.
All right, who wants to read it? I'll tell you what it says.
I'll read it.
Oh, I'll let Aegis read it.
Both of you
Yep.
read it. Y'all got multiple eyes.
Yeah.
It says on the paper, the short version is it's a letter from the king. You've been approved for a new mission. They give you a star heading and a way to go. Unless you know how to navigate by boat, it doesn't make a whole lot of fucking sense. But you're sure Liv knows. And it is further out than it was last time. This is going to be a 3-day trek each way. So you're going to be spending a little bit more time on the boat, and you are to leave tonight. Like as soon as possible today. And the king recognizes like you literally just came back, but like y'all did a good job. So you're sure the king didn't actually write this. Some other schmuck wrote it and said the king thinks you're doing great, but it is what it is. So you do have a little bit of downtime before you will get back on the boat and go hunting for more crystals and stuff. And your supplies will be delivered in like an hour or so.
It's the Grand Vizier, who's actually a really good guy, just looks super evil.
Like every Grand Vizier?
Yeah.
It's the name. It's Vizier. Vizier is what gets you in trouble. So you have a couple of hours between now and when you get on the boat to get some gear together. The king supplies you with everything you need for the journey, insofar as he gives you a crystal and some rations. You get in hardtack because you're getting hardtack. That's what they give you.
Never have I been more grateful that I don't have to eat.
I mean, if you close your eyes and don't think about it, it's not too bad.
It tastes like wood. That's
Yeah, I've had hardtack before. It's not great.
Hey.
Really one of those things you're supposed to eat with other stuff with it to make it more palatable if possible, but
Like I said, close your eyes and don't think about it.
Gonna turn to the tiefling. I did not catch your name.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Lumiere. Hand out for handshake.
I shake their hand.
By the way, he's like 5'5" without his horns.
Eh.
Yeah. Like he maybe hits 6 foot with the horns because they kind of go up, but he's not very big.
I do the thing every now and then where I like need a height check because I'm like 6'3". How's the rest of the party doing? Or
Aegis is probably, I don't think I ever gave him an explicit height, but I would say probably around the upper 5s and relatively stocky. Like probably like 5'10", 5'11".
Yeah, Hanlon Ann's probably on the smaller and more frail end of things.
So we have 2 scrawny boys, stocky boy, and an Amazon. Got it.
A couple minutes pass as Thunderhead, comes like fucking stomping upstairs, just because that's how he walks. And he looks at everybody and goes, "All right, I heard y'all going on another mission. Do y'all need anything? I ain't gonna be able to make shit before you leave, but like, what do you want?"
I actually have a couple specific things that I don't need you to make me, but that I need to acquire from the forge. If that is permissible.
Sure. And he spits on the ground, and you see that like his beard is hiding most of it, but he's chewing tobacco, and he's just. Spitting
That's
everywhere.
fair.
All right. Yeah. You can borrow whatever you want. If you don't bring it back, you're
Mhm.
paying for it.
I need a set of smith's tools specifically, but also some metal that can be forged into some new plating.
Yeah, we got that stuff.
AKA Dave, I'm
Yeah.
asking basically to build the arcane armor for the class feature, which doesn't have a cost associated with it, but it's basically it's like you just modify your armor. So
Yeah.
that's
yeah.
what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, sure. There's plenty of spare metal
Yep.
sitting around, and they have like multitudes of tools. They have because they keep breaking them, so they just keep like 2 or 3 spare sets.
Hmm.
He just tells you, all right, go ahead and take whatever you need. Anybody else need me to make you
Excellent.
stuff?
No, but I might head to the bazaar briefly. It's on our way, right?
I mean, you live in it, so yeah, go ahead. Do what the fuck you want. How about you? How about you, scrawny and tiny?
Oh, I won't be needing your services today. I do appreciate the offer, though.
All right, great. What about whoa? You're tall. What do you want?
Nothing at the moment, thank you, friend.
All right, great. I'm gonna go back into the forges. We're eating roast beef and bread tonight for dinner. And if you don't like it, get fucked. And he just walks away.
It's classic
sure it'll be
dwarven
delicious.
hospitality.
Lumiere does make a brief trip into some of the shops, just looking for a healer's kit.
Oh yeah, there's a couple around. They're not in the best of condition, they're not the highest of quality, but they do the job.
I'm gonna go hit the bazaar, try to find some like meat paste or something. Just because I've dealt with hardtack for plenty of my career prior, I'm gonna just make sure I have something to make it not taste like just chalk.
Yeah, you can find some varying degrees of questionable meat paste, or
And a spicy one. I take the spicy one.
yeah, you can find the spicy one. The spicy one is definitely of a higher quality, and it's gonna run you
Good.
1 whole gold.
Fuck it. I don't know how much money I have at all.
You've got 1 whole gold.
I have no money now. Like, nah, I'll either get more money or I'll die. It's fine.
When you come back, Eleanor will tell all of you, like, oh, if you ever need, stuff, you could just write down, like, I owe you the war host, and the bill will come here, and I'll pay it. If you do that too much, we will be broke, and I will break your kneecaps.
Duly noted.
Yeah. So, like, incidentals, the war host has got you. You want fucking magical bullshit? You're on your own. But
Giving me hope and dashing my dreams all in one sentence.
I mean, you can do whatever you want. I'm just letting you know that there are things in this world called the consequences of your own actions.
And I'm pretty reliant on my kneecaps right now. I can cast Tensor's floating disc.
Who needs
But I
kneecaps
should
when you
just
can fly?
Can't fly yet. Give me 2 more levels.
But yeah. So Dura, you find your questionable meat paste and then your spicy meat paste. Lumiere, you got a healer's kit that's of like decent quality. It's got all the things you need to make sure somebody doesn't die. Hanlanan, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything in particular that I need or want or anything like that. Come back to me on that.
All right, Aegis, are you like fiddling with your metal plates?
Basically, yeah. So Aegis is going to be spending about an hour or so, basically over the course of a short rest, because I can change up my armor type at the end of a short or at the end of a short or long rest.
Mhm.
He's primarily just going to be working on building some new components for his armor that are going to allow me to do the stuff that I can do as a 3rd level armor artificer. And that's mostly going to comprise of modifying my the gauntlets.
Okay.
but also adding a couple new bits and bobs to it, using whatever material I have on hand.
Sweet. Where are you doing this?
I mean, probably just in the forge, in the keep, I would assume,
Okay.
because I do have to hammer some like metal into the proper shapes and whatnot. I'm basically just cannibalizing some old broken down armor components, making them better and retrofitting them onto the current body.
Okay. So while you're doing this,
Yeah.
roll me a perception check.
Yeah, sure. Let me just do that real quick. Very lost in my work, evidently, at the moment.
Oh boy.
You are like
Mhm.
deep in your work. Oh, that's
Yeah,
sweet.
because also hyper focusing probably because it's the first actual bit of smithing I've done because I only just got the proficiency this level up, so just
So you-
completely lost in the sauce right now.
Yeah, you're reactivating some old circuitry that it's like, ooh, okay,
Yeah.
wait, this is working. Eventually, you
Dang it.
hear some giggling, some childlike
Uh-huh.
giggling, and a door close. And that's you focus on your work otherwise.
Yeah, just gotta shrug at that. Just regard that as a curiosity, but otherwise, just I got work to do, and a limited time window before we gotta leave. So
Organic children are weird.
it's kids. It's what they do. They eavesdrop. They spy on things. It's whatever.
Kids are weird. And also immortal. Hamlin, what do you got?
I'm probably gonna actually like restock up on like parchment and whatnot. Especially like I remember on our last adventure, like we found like symbols and stuff like that. That we were able to recover like pieces of clothing and things like that that also had it. But just to make sure I can record anything, and then maybe like a nice backpack. Like I have like a basic adventuring backpack, but maybe like a backpack to help carry more fragile things, or for Liv to carry more fragile things.
Backpack, easy enough to grab. Also, just like 1 gold for like a decent one that's not gonna fall apart on you. Parchment and like scribing tools and like little incidentals like that. There, it's strewn about the guild house that you're in. You could easily steal some right off the desk of Eleanor, and she's sitting right there and just like, whatever, take it. Doesn't I can get
Nice.
more paper.
Some of the papers going to the research that we're doing. Some of the papers going to my memoir.
Ah, yes, the infamous memoirs that are completely incorrect. I'm sorry, completely 100% truthful.
Yeah, completely, totally factual. Nothing made up at all.
Don't let truth ruin a good story.
I've just imagined the witch. That's not how that happened. Well, the truth doesn't sell stories. So, after everybody gets their incidentals and their small shopping done, and everybody's hanging out, you hear Alatl come out with a large hammer and just start beating on an anvil. There's nothing on the anvil. They're just whacking it with a hammer, and they're like, "Food's ready! Gather around the table!" And there is a large table upstairs with some chairs in the like sleeping area.
Mhm.
You're basically living in like a firehouse. Like your bunks are all around a table, and that's it as far as like your living situation goes. It's a hell of a lot better than living on the ground, though.
It's fair.
Yep.
So I forgot what I said. What was for dinner? Oh, roast beef. So there's a like
Yes. Roast beef and bread.
yeah, huge slab of roast beef, diced up. The outside of it is completely blackened, but the inside is incredibly juicy. And then there's just this large loaf of bread.
How's the bread look?
The bread looks like bread.
I have an incredibly cursed thought, but I'm just gonna put in like out of game chat on the Discord. That's gonna stay
I was
off
about
the
to
stream.
ask, like, is there enough of a just thinking about potential advantage rolls? Although elves aren't, half elves probably aren't that too terribly fey for me to be like, is there something a little off with this?
Why
The
did you
lightest The,
Remnants
Why
of
am I-
Hammerland.
yes, and some in this freaking bread.
So it doesn't seem to be anything super special about this bread. But
okay.
who's taking the first bite?
Oh, I
Oh,
will.
they're better than me. I'm going to the meat first. Are you kidding me?
Helen, you take a chomp on this delicious like Italian loaf that they got stressed out. It's about as like so the roast beef, by the way, is like a good like 2 feet piece of meat that's just sliced nice and
Ooh.
thin, and then the loaf is just next to it. And it's basically like Bill Drone's fucking sandwich dinner. You take that first bite, and it's like it's got that good crunch on the outside, it's soft on the inside, and your mouth feels just ever so cleaner after you eat it, just a tiny bit, like eating the bread brush your teeth.
I did a good thing today.
I'm just imagining taking a little bit of that meat and the bread and taking one bite, and the flavor of the meat is immediately gone because the mouth's clean. And I am highly not surprised, but disappointed because usually it's just, that's what the tastes go.
It's only on like the first couple of bites, and after that, it's just treated like a regular sandwich. So, like first couple bites, you're like,
Thank
where did
gods.
it go? At least you don't have to brush your teeth today. The bread did it for you.
Self-care is key.
Honestly, Lumiere probably doesn't even notice, just because he's basically lived in a hospital all his life. So
It's all bland tasting here.
yeah,
Oh yeah, and Agus doesn't eat. Agus just
Nope.
looks like a bread.
I'm just here for the social aspect of the meal.
his taste buds just don't know what to do with it, so they just don't register.
Alotl does come out with a cup. And
Mhm.
puts it in front of you, Agus.
Yep.
And there's just a black viscous liquid, like half filled in the cup.
Ah, excellent. Yes.
Yeah. And Alotl's like, I don't know what you eat. I don't know if you eat. I don't know if you like. Do you need? So here's some fucking oil. Like this is what we got.
I brought you lubrication. You're welcome.
Well, I will have to. Meanwhile, Adis is like wanting to be polite and respect the thought, but also doesn't actually drink oil.
Pop a panel, pour it in.
Thunderhead comes over and like fucking like baps his sister and goes, "That's fucking racist." Probably. I'm not sure.
It is okay. It is a common misconception. I am more or less self-sustaining, but thank you.
Okay. All right. Well,
I'm just here for the conversation.
cool. And she's gonna like take the oil back, and like bring it back downstairs. Clearly, she was gonna use it for the goddamn forge. Like, just
That's
didn't
probably
know.
what it should be used for.
Perfect. Good. You gotta get
So-
that during that quench. It's the essential phase.
Yeah. It has the electrolytes that the Warforged crave.
Oh god.
Oh.
I mean, not wrong.
No.
Yeah. I
Dinner's
also kind
over.
of,
Oh, go for it.
well, like while Lumiere's eating, he's kind of like sorting the healer's kit. Just one of those like everybody has their preferred organization method, and he's just idly eating a sandwich and like holding a bottle up kind of close to his face, looking at it, moving it to a spot, like doing that kind of a thing.
Not everybody's gonna get this joke, but if anybody has seen a LARP first aid kit, and by LARP first I mean the first aid kit kept by LARPs, usually 2 or 3 years in, that's the state of the healer's kit.
Oh God, no!
It's probably expired painkillers. There's a couple of bandages. There's bottles that may or may not be useful or may kill somebody. But
Oh
in a
God,
pinch,
why?
you could save someone's life.
A lot
Yeah.
of burn cream for no reason.
Yeah, no reason.
I don't like this.
I mean, he really got the kit just as kind of a, I am exhausted of magic. I am exhausted in general. Here's something mundane that can be done to keep you from dying.
hmm
I've been silenced and can't trip.
While Lumiere is working on meticulously organizing the healer's kit. When they're not quite paying attention, if they're not quite paying attention, I'm gonna try to slide things around with Mage Hand.
Well, the thing is, he's also bringing the bottles like within a couple inches of his face. He's not
Time to move things.
he's not holding it out, you know, like out here and just kind of looking. He's got it up
All right.
close to his face.
Gotcha.
Give me. Well, if you're bringing like up close like this into your face, that means like you're not looking at the other bottles that maybe been moved around.
Mm-hmm.
No,
All right, Handlin, give me sleight of hand, and we're gonna do it with.
we can use my passive.
We'll go against your passive perception, whatever it is.
It's
Got a
still beats
9.
it. You still beat it.
What?
What? What's your fucking passive perception?
How?
For visual-based things.
Oh
his
yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
So
You have that thing with your character. I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
That really hasn't actually been discussed or mentioned verbally.
this cat.
Yeah.
Hickory decided to stop napping and come over for bed.
Hi Hickory. Everybody say hi to Hickory.
Hi.
Hi, Hickory.
Yeah.
Such a
look
good
at
cat.
that cat.
What a good cat. Yeah, so Hanlon, and you're just moving bottles around, and fucking Lumiere does not see any of it, and like we'll pick that bottle up, be like, oh, and put it back down in the same, like in a different spot, and like try to keep fixing this, and it keeps getting out of order.
If it goes on too long, he is going to stop and just kind of like look at the box and just kind of be like, take all of them out and start doing it from there.
Healer's kit is cursed.
And like, I'm mostly doing it like I'm not like trying to constantly do it to like be a jerk, but I'll just like, oh, I'll be in like conversation, be like, oh, yo, there's a good time, and just like, just trying to have a little bit of fun.
I want to see you pull the meat out of somebody's sandwich when they're trying to eat it. Just fucking. So dinner ends. Everybody's had a good time. It is approaching. It is just after dusk. That's the nighttime one. It's just after dusk, and Liv knocks on the door, comes in, it's like, "Hi, everybody. The supplies are on the boat, and we're ready to go whenever you are. We could do this. Yeah." Liv is visibly scared.
Is something amiss?
This is further out than I've ever gone before, so...
Do we just have coordinates, or is there a specific thing? It sounds kind of like we're just going to a place.
So it's super difficult to travel by boat really anywhere because of the
Okay.
the fog goes out like if you have a crystal, the fog is like 200 feet from you. In the city, it
Mhm.
goes like much further because of the size of the bonfire.
Got it. So we're kind of like unsee everywhere.
Yeah, you can sometimes see the night sky, and sailors are like they're really honed in on it. You're going further out than like at least Liv's ever been before. You don't know about anybody else, but
Fair.
it's definitely like it's a bit of a harrowing journey, especially for multiple days, because you could be way off course for fucking 12 hours out of the day and not know until nighttime.
Yeah.
So
Be fine.
if you say
If
so.
it makes you
You're
feel
good.
any better, this is the farthest I've been out.
That doesn't help at all. No, but thanks. I appreciate the.
Also,
We don't know if this is the farthest we've ever been out. No one remembers anything.
also, you're a really good captain.
I mean, I'm de facto captain because nobody else is the captain and it's my boat. But thanks.
Oh, and I got you a new backpack. Look at this. I pull it out.
Surprise!
Did you draw anything on it? Is it Hello Kitty backpack?
Oh no, but I definitely I took a little bit of the ink pen and wrote "live" on it with a smiley face.
And make sure that kindergartner doesn't lose their bag going to school.
The best backpack for the best captain.
She looks at you, grabs the backpack. You see tears start to well in her eyes, and she's like, "Oh, yeah, the boat!" and just fucking books it.
We'll
She
be there.
seems-
Bye.
She seems incredibly
God.
touched.
Aw.
So whenever y'all are ready, we can get on this boat and begin an adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I heard no complaints. We're going on the boat.
Yep, I'm ready.
Boat time.
Yep.
I think it's boat time.
I'm on a
Right.
boat.
You're on a
I'm
boat.
on a boat.
And if any.
And
Shit, where's Liv?
Lumiere- I don't know.
I got this.
Did
Temporarily
Dave
below.
lose the NPC?
Dave lost the NPC. Dave's got to find Liv again.
Lumiere will take up his normal spot, sitting roughly amidships, just because he's not completely sure if he gets seasick, and he figures being in the part of the boat that probably moves the least is the best idea.
I can find it.
Yeah, I'm probably not on the front of the boat to Titanic style.
I mean, be kind of hilarious if you somehow mirror imaged and you were holding yourself up while doing the.
I think
Liv. It's a scared little halfling. I think they're a halfling. Are they a halfling? Dave, check your notes.
I don't
It's a
remember.
fucking dragonborn, so no, they're not a halfling.
No. Whoa. I was like, wait a second. Yeah,
same
no.
thing.
Polar
that's
opposite.
Random, that's the random cabin boy that runs around.
Dragonborns are really hard to find, you know? Fuck it. I'll make him a fucking kobold for all I care. Anyway. Oh, yeah, chibi humanoids. These are all fucking goblins. These are not humanoids.
Goblins are humanoids.
Yeah, goblins are humanoids.
Yeah, but goblins have their own tag. I got some undead. No, that doesn't work. Anyway, so there's Liv. She's tiny and small. But all right, we're on this boat. We are heading out to parts unknown. Liv is captaining the boat from the captain's wheel, which was there. So you start the journey at night. So feel free to Liv is most confident taking the ship over at night because she can see exactly where she's going by the stars. Like she knows what's up. So if y'all want to take it easy and go to bed, she tells you it's cool. Go rest. And, just come on out in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Lumiere might take her up on that and kind of be resting below decks.
Oh yeah, I absolutely go to bed if presented the option.
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Good night. Scampers
Everybody
off.
gets a hammock.
Yeah.
There is one actual bed. It's Liv's.
Yep.
'Cause she's
I
big.
mean, yeah, reasonable.
It's her boat.
Makes sense.
She said.
All right, day one of the journey. What do y'all want to do? It is clear skies today. And Liv's just doing her best to keep this boat fucking on course.
What do we have as far as rations to work with?
Hard tack.
Is that all?
Yup. That is all the government supplies you.
All right. Well, I know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be fishing.
Oh, that's right.
Feel free to do a fish.
How do I do a fish again? What do I need to roll to do a fish?
Shit, I don't
Mine
remember.
for fish. How do I mine for fish?
How do mine for fishing? Fuck. I think we're doing either
Proficiency.
strength or dexterity, and if you have tool proficiency, fishing rod.
Okay, so it's just the same for me either way then. So it's one of the tool proficiencies I don't have.
Proficiency. Oh my god, it begins. There it is.
Oh no. Proficiency. Oh, boo. All right, I guess I'll just roll strength. Much better than my perception.
Oh boy.
Eat that
Whoa,
freaking
whoa,
monster out of the
whoa.
water.
Disable whatever the fuck I just did.
What did you do?
I don't know. It said click to roll the dice. All right. So you get a bite, and
All right.
oh boy, you've got it. You kind of just rip it right up onto the boat, and it is a
Mhm.
like an 8-inch bass.
Nice.
Now it's just flopping.
Yep. Just gonna take it down to the kitchen.
Oh there's the thing I can do. There we go.
And I'm gonna start preparing that fish so we have like an actual palatable meal later for the organics.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, now it looks even better on fucking the screen. Oh, I'm good at this. I'm a goddamn magician.
The thing is that it wasn't the greatest, but it's not really that bad. It was just a sea bass.
Boo!
I'm.
This is where I wish I had face cam on so I could wag my finger at you.
Les has got this right. Fucking, that's it. No one's getting stabbed. Fucking, could have been a C
What's
plus.
a no?
Fucking hate you. God damn it, Animal Crossing, ruining sea jokes.
Yeah. Oh, come on. English language is ruining sea jokes.
That's true. All right. Does anybody else want to do anything on this kind of beautiful day?
Lumiere, do you-
Maybe-
Oh, I was gonna ask. I know you mentioned the potential of seasickness. Is that something that does happen?
He's not sure, so he's taking precautions to stay in the most stable portion of the boat,
Okay.
which is why he's usually in the middle. Because
That
that's
makes
usually
sense.
kind of like the gyroscope point of a boat.
The seas are fairly calm, so like it's not. You're not running into any issues.
He's just out there, maybe a few times, just eyes closed, just kind of like taking in the sun. He's pale. He's not going to get any tanner. He's just off gray.
Did we bring the sunscreen?
Oh, but
What?
Gondor's beacons are lit over there.
We have sunscreen.
I mean, you can rub oil on yourself and see what fucking happens. I want to see the Warforged just fucking sunbathing. Just rub themselves with oil and just be like, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Solar power
Just-
just
Solar power.
flops open solar panels.
All right.
I'm gonna do some just sword and armor maintenance, but I wasn't doing anything before, so it's probably just check up, cleaning, do some
Cool.
sharpening.
It comes, the day goes by without issue, and you come to nighttime. And now you have hardtack and fish, however Aegis feels like preparing it.
Yep. Just gonna make a fillet of fish, and then also basically just do my best to make the fucking hardtack a little bit better, whatever way I can using the fish. Do you want me to do a chef's tools roll for that?
Yes.
Give me just 1 second. I'll do that for you. Oh, okay.
Nice.
Jesus.
Yo.
I just realized because of the way I have the screen, nobody can see the number as it rolled to 24. But so you make an open fish sandwich,
Yes.
and it is absolutely fucking delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And vendor cooking, yes, it's just a little bit of LSD. Tomorrow, everybody
Mhm.
has advantage on their first roll of the day.
Yeah.
Woo.
Aegis is just gonna be fucking like just after meal interviewing people to get their takes again because can't actually taste their own food.
Fucking comment cards at the dinner table.
Yeah, just like basically asking for feedback on this particular preparation.
If anybody's got feedback, go right the fuck ahead.
I
We're
feel
really
like
gonna try, but it's in the middle of eating, so it's this is really good.
Hanlinan would give like not knowing anything about cooking would say really nice things and things that like on the surface level sound helpful, but like once you spend like 5 seconds thinking about it, it's like you didn't really say anything.
That line work was really clean, just really clean. What oil did you use? Oh, that sounds good. That's great. I have a button. Wait, I have a button for this. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just wanted to hit the quit button.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
We have buttons for new things now. All right, so night goes by. Does anybody want to keep watch
Mhm.
with Liv? Liv again. It took like a nap in the middle of the day. Course is still pretty steady. If anything, told one of you to hold the fucking wheel straight for 6 hours.
I'll probably take a watch, yes. Given I think I have to rest for less time than other people, I think that's a thing I do. Or at least my rest is less. I'm somewhat aware during my rest. If it gets interrupted, things can happen.
Yeah, I think you do 4 hours with your eyes wide open.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
You basically just kind of like stand there in a low power mode and you're just staring into space.
Yeah,
going,
I have
"It's
the
easier."
elf trance, but I'm still semi-conscious during it, I think. So I'll definitely do some watches.
The mirror will probably at least show up above deck for a little bit.
All right. I can tell you right now, both your watches pass peacefully.
Yeah.
Closer to the morning side. Somebody roll me a d20. Let's find out what the weather's going to be like.
11.
It is cloudy. The seas are a little choppy, but there is no rain. So, day 2. Cloudy, seas a little choppy, no rain. Another day of straight sailing. Liv
Mhm.
is fairly confident. Like, fairly confident that the DM says she's on course.
Yay!
Yay! All right. So, what would you like to do on day 2 of the adventure? On your third day, and she'll tell you, and I'll tell you. On the third day, around dusk, you will land on
Got it.
supposedly an island.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, might possibly be an island. Won't know till you get there.
Hopefully not a giant turtle with buildings on its back.
That would be cool, though.
Or I'm standing on 4 elephants.
I
No,
mean, that raises some
elephants are
questions
standing on
about
the
where the gods are, but although actually would answer some questions about where the gods are, actually knowing Ratchet's gods. But I'm guessing we used up all the bass from yesterday.
That was not a big fish, but yes, you use all
Yeah,
the
it's a pretty
bass.
small fish. I figured. It was 8 inches for 4 people that'd be eating is not a lot.
I would also start fishing because that was a good idea.
Sure.
Yep.
Um,
This way we don't use all of our rations, and what we do use tastes better.
here's what you
So,
got.
yeah,
Who wants to go first?
Robin wants to go first.
Sure.
All right. Save your roll.
I'll do my-
Save your roll. So you throw the line out, all right, and you feel a small tug on the line. Do you want to reel it in?
Yes, because I probably don't know what I'm doing so much.
Now roll. Or use the roll you just made.
I didn't roll yet.
Okay, good.
17. Am I adding my strength?
Strength or dexterity, whichever one you want.
Okay. So that is 22.
22, Jesus. Whoa.
17.
You got it, though. So you're like, you got this little tug, and all of a sudden you're like, there it is! Yanking it clear out of the way. This thing tried to fight back and was suddenly yeeted out of the ocean and just fucking lands on the deck. And you've got yourself a nice 12-inch marlin. It's a baby marlin. It's a little baby marlin. It's got a very pointy nose. And it's just flopping around on deck now.
I'm gonna stop the flopping.
Okay, it's dead now.
Without going into the gory details.
Without going into
More
the
or
gory
less.
details, you have done one whole fish.
I'm just imagining that you use the two-handed sword.
Just pull it out and just like pause. Cut.
All right, Aegis, your turn. We
Yep.
do the same way. Let me roll a dice, and I'll tell you what you feel.
All right, and then we roll mine.
Yep. Well, you wait, because it's a little. You don't have to. You could wait for a bigger bite, because it's only a little bite right now.
I'm gonna wait for a bigger bite.
All right. Let's see what the next bite looks like. No, the next bite's even smaller.
I'm just gonna be patient.
There it is. There's the big
Is that
bite.
the big bite?
That's the big bite.
All right.
Fishing minigames, what up? It's a true RPG now. Ooh. All right.
Haha.
So you waited, you got the little tug, you got a smaller tug, and then all of a sudden, like, the fishing pole tried to leave your hands.
Mm.
And then you gripped it, and were like, no. This is my fish. But the fish did not come out of the water. However, you see a shadow underneath the water.
How shadow?
You recognize it.
Oh, it's this fucking shark again. Do it.
So roll again, because this fish is trying to take you down.
Oh no.
Oh.
I will let go of the rod if I think I'm going to lose it.
Oh no!
If I
Oh.
took, oh.
I have a button for this.
Sloppy.
That's for me.
Probably gonna watch the VOD later
Uh.
because I think trying to have stream up and all of this kind of.
Oh, it's just the dice that says you're fucked. And the and if anybody's wondering what the audio is, it's sloppy.
Yeah, because I have the stream up, but it's muted currently because don't want to hear people's voice.
Oh, don't worry. I'll give you all the sweet sounds later. But
Fucking Ilbird.
this
God damn it. Piece of shit.
this fish is like was talking all that good shit a second ago, and now suddenly it's half out of the water.
Uh-huh.
It is like laying against the side of the boat, but it's not in the boat yet.
Hmm.
So what do you want to do now? It's still the hook is still in it. It's actively still fighting to get back in the water.
I'm gonna see if I have something that will like help me with this. Give me just 1 second because I could just attempt another strength check to pull it up, but I want to see if I have another option.
Everybody else does hear like a good like solid thunk of sweaty fish on boat. Not wet, but sweaty, because it's a try hard.
How big is this one?
About 7.5 feet long.
Oh, so it
Oh.
is a fully
Yeah.
grown chonker of a boy. All
Yep.
right. I don't have anything I think that would explicitly help me in this instance, so I am just gonna keep trying to pull it onto the deck.
All right.
Can I use my divine portent? I rolled them for today, and I can give Aegis a 19 on their roll.
That would make it into a 21.
That's
so.
exactly how that works. So yeah, sure you can.
Nice.
You believed in this fish, but what is the fish gonna do?
That's...
It's gonna fuck around and find out.
Nothing. Roll
Nothing.
over. That's what the
So-
fish is going to do.
Aegis plants
Mhm.
plants their feet, grabs the pole, and is like, "This is it. This is my fish." And the fish now just slopping around on the deck. Might break something if you leave
Yeah,
it there.
this one is being put down very quickly.
All right, it's not like it can fight back. So the fish,
Yeah.
the coelacanth that you just caught, is dead.
So that's what it was. I
Coelacanth?
assumed it was a shark, but
As soon as it like hits the deck, Lumire's probably gonna be like, "What the hell?"
yeah.
Even Liv is like, "What the fuck? It's bigger than I am."
Just looking at it, just
I think we're good
You
for. Do we?
you bested me before, not this time. Yes, we should be good for a couple of days now.
Good thing
We
we're
will not
getting there
have to
tonight.
we will not have to subsist solely off of hardtack.
Yes, you're getting there
I-
tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Is there a way to prepare fish that you could pretty much?
Do
kind of
we have
brine
salt?
There's salt on board.
The
Yes.
sea.
Okay,
The
okay,
salt of the
cool.
sea generally right there.
Yeah.
Literally
So we-
brining it.
Yeah, so we have the means to brine it so it doesn't go bad. Excellent.
All right. So you end up with a significant portion of fresh and salted fish.
Good.
Um,
Yeah, because I figure we'll probably do the marlin first and then keep the coelacanth salted for the next couple of days.
what are you gonna do with the offal?
Ocean.
I don't know what would the uses of that be in the context of food
Chum.
preparation.
Yeah, leave it in the ocean to go
yeah.
over, chum.
Yeah.
Chum, maybe some tiny like bone
Yeah.
implements like needles and
Yeah,
maybe
we
some
can do that.
bread
That sounds good.
stuff. Yeah.
Liv is going to assist in taking out the useful parts, like the tiny bones and everything to help
Mhm.
with needles and things like that. And the rest is just going to be like Liv just like grabs like a knife and just goes and throws some useless parts back in the ocean and keeps the rest in
Yeah.
like a bait bucket.
hmm
So we have now approached the dinner time.
Yeah. I guess I'll roll another cook's utensils roll.
Yeah. If anybody wants to assist,
Oh, that's not a good roll. So if anyone does want to assist,
Offer some of my spicy meat paste.
All right. So do I get advantage on the roll with assistance?
Yes. And whatever it is going to be a spicy meat paste.
Oh no!
no!
Oh,
Is
well.
there-
Oh no!
Well,
It certainly was the spicy meat paste.
yeah, I'm
That's
gonna say that
spicy.
Aegis, because lacking taste buds, may have gone a bit too
Happy with
liberal with the spice on this one. Just being like, oh, organics like spice. This will be
Yeah.
fine.
no.
Looking at the meat paste, you have this idea of like
Yeah.
fish pate,
Yes.
and you mix the marlin and the spicy meat paste, and there's no penalty, but holy crap, do those two things not go together on this hard deck?
No. No.
So everybody's like basically just like chewing like if it was gum made out of meat and spice.
Oh God, that's Oh, I hate that.
Well,
I
that's
try
what you
to
hold to.
secretly use my prestidigitation to like make it taste a little bit better. for
Trying to
my-
wash it.
You can remove the taste of basically the spice, but like the prestidigitation ain't gonna save you on this one.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just trying to make it a little more palatable, not like delectable.
So now you have basically meat gum.
Ugh, I hate that term.
Well, God damn it, the green doesn't show on the fucking. Ah!
Yeah, I imagine feedback that night is just not quite as good. Just gonna mark that one as a failed experiment.
Don't fucking do that ever again.
Well, you tried, and that's what matters.
Hanlon says pretty much the same things that he said yesterday.
I like maybe also I'm gonna like Aegis may have interpreted some of those things that Hanlon said as too literal and may have actually tried some of them. Then realizing, oh wait, never mind. This is not concrete advice.
No, it is.
There's some advice from Hanlon that you should listen to. Then there's everything else.
Feels bad when you roll a 2 and a 1 on one of the things you're good at.
Listen, we all have a bad day.
We all have that moment.
The two of you remember when I tried to make that fucking spaghetti the other day? Oh my god,
Yeah,
What a
That was fine.
it was edible.
it was
It was
yeah, it was
edible.
edible. It wasn't the best spaghetti I've ever made. Even I was upset about it. Good waste of spaghetti. That's why I
So
don't
you
follow
were upset
recipes.
You were upsetty spaghetti?
I was upsetty spaghetti. I just listen to my ancestors, even though they don't speak the same language as me.
You understand the gestures and the intonation.
But are they smiling on you, Imperial?
No, definitely not. They got the
Then
face of
you're-
like, ooh,
Then you're doing something right.
nailed it. All right, night number 2. What are we up to tonight?
I will once again probably take a watch tonight because again probably it's easier for me to do it than it is for most people.
Lumir will also be on deck for at least a little while. The sea breeze is refreshing.
Don't mind my random rolls. I'm sure they mean absolutely nothing.
Yeah, sure.
During the night, fairly quiet. The water's still a little choppy. It's still a little dark out. Liv is having like a difficult time because with cloud cover, you can't see the fucking stars.
Yeah.
You do get like a couple of patches through, and you do see one whole shooting star. All right, we're on day 3. We are landing on the island tonight. Hopefully, if Liv has been right this whole time.
Mhm.
Somebody roll me a d20. Tell me what the weather is.
Oh, 17.
Oh.
That one counted. 17 or 7. That's a 20? Not D20.
So we're gonna go with let me rolling dice that you can't see. All right,
Yay.
it is raining. The weather is it's a little dark out. There's no thunder or lightning, but it is a pretty substantial downpour, and the water is much worse for wear. Lumiere, how you feeling?
Oh, let me. If you want, I'll roll a Constitution check.
That's exactly what I was going to ask you to do. You read my mind.
Check or saving throw.
Check.
Well, I guess either way it's the same. Because I don't have proficiency in the saving throw. So, numbers.
I was told there'd be no math.
That's a 10.
Yeah, you're fine. You feel a little nauseous at one point, but you're pretty fine. The rain continues for most of the day. Liv tells somebody to go grab a bucket because the below deck might fill up with water. Probably not a lot. You're not gonna sink, but it's gonna be annoying. It might make a shoe wet.
Having that happen in Sea of Thieves is so annoying.
Yep. But the day goes by pretty uneventful. It turns to dusk. It's much darker now. The rain has passed, and you land on an island. You made it! Yay! You're not
Minimal
dead.
trouble on our way there.
Yeah. You make it to the shore. Oh, cool. We're gonna go over here. Come here.
Ah,
Now you're on this. Wait. Fuck. Haha. Oh god. Dice roller. Move, please. You're too large.
Field of Darkness.
Yeah, dark.
Oh no. Oh, okay, hold on.
Oh yeah, you have Flag of War on.
Yeah. Oh nope. Grid, stay on. Oh no, I don't. I fucking wore off. Oh, dynamic lighting is on. That's why. All right. How about now?
Hey.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's light time. Please come from the north on this little path, and I'll tell you what's going on.
What's going on?
Say what's going on.
Sorry, Roll20's being weird. Give me a second.
Story of my life, man.
Come on. There we go.
All right. Fish hype. I won't press the fish button. Fish button. Oh, fish button's hidden behind everybody. No. Fuck.
Oh, I see the fish.
Yeah, he's gonna move up. There he is, fish buddy. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do, right? I'm gonna explain what's going on. Then we're gonna take a pee break.
Yeah.
And we're gonna come back and see what
Ooh.
else goes on. But so you make it onto this island. Where's Liv? Liv, where'd you go? Shit, I lost Liv again. Fuck.
Losing her.
Oh, I found a bullet.
Please no.
Hard pass.
They're my
If-
favorite.
If
We
Liv
would
turned
die
into
at
a
this
boulette-
level.
No, Liv is now the boulette
Liv's not a bullet.
on our side.
Oh,
Nicolette.
Friendly boulette.
that's not a lamia. What? That's a. You know what? I'm mad at that.
Hmm?
They're trying to tell me a lamia is a centaur.
What?
Where the fucking go?
That is odd.
Wow, I just found a monodrone that I didn't know existed.
Hmm?
I found a monodrone called Moret the Invincible. How do I lose this every time? Liv! Whatever. This is life. Found her. Okay. Liv, I found you. Hello. Alright, so. We get off of the boat. Right? You make it a little bit inwards. It's immediately like jungle. Like, immediately this is jungle. Liv is 95% sure you're in the correct place. The way this works, for those that don't remember or don't know, and for the audience, is that Liv carries a crystal that was given to you by the king. The crystal keeps the fog away. If you go about 200 feet outside of the crystal's range, you will be affected by the fog. What happens in there? I don't know. But, like, that may have caused an entire worldwide calamity. Who knows? So the fog is bad. But, Liv will always basically follow you and do her best to stay near you, stay out of trouble, and not die. She doesn't have any real fighting skills, so she ain't going to help you in combat. So you're kind of fucked on your own. But, she will carry things that you need her to carry and stuff like that, and she will stay near you. And she basically, like, exploring the island, it's kind of tough. A lot of what you're finding is, like, ancient ruins of places forgotten. So, like, this road looks like a trail was here at some point. And it's really, like, the best lead you got. So you follow this trail into this forest, and you come to, like, a river crossing, and you hear a shuffling in the trees. Besides the 5 of you, it is fucking silent. Like, even the animals sometimes have given up on these places. But you do hear from, like, a good 150 feet out, something's over there and it's not being quiet. And with that, potty break.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, everybody, we're going to take a quick break. Don't worry, friends, you'll all be muted. So if you got to pee like I do, go ahead and pee. We will return in about 4 to 5 minutes. So don't go anywhere. I'll leave you with your favorite music and everything.
45 minutes.
4 to 5 minutes. We're muted, so nobody can hear you. Yeah, same. Music. I gave timer. Nailed it. Music, hello. Why are you not playing? Oh, shit. Oh, I muted the wrong stuff. I'm not muted. Fuck. We return. Yeah.
Ba, 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 ba.
All right, let me rearrange all my buttons now that I fucked them all up. Perfect. Cool.
And
When we last left off, you heard of rustling in some bushes. There's a lot of bushes to look at. So, what would you like to do? It is coming from south of you. So,
I cast mage armor.
good call.
Yep, I'm just gonna get out my shield. Weirdly, Aegis is not going to draw his mace this time. But,
and seeing other people kind of prepping for battle, Lumiere's gonna kind of do one of those like, oh, the things are happening. Grabs a mace and a shield off of
Mhm.
his pack.
Pretty much gonna like pull two-handed weapon out with one hand and just kind of move forward sideways, just be like, "What's this?"
Liv is going to cower and hide behind everybody.
Oh.
To no one's surprise. So, anybody who wants to, roll me a perception check. That'd be super cool if I could see the fucking roll. Yeah, there we go.
Did a perception roll I would have advantage on?
I got a 5.
Yes?
Check I can use lies on hearing or smell, so
Yeah, you can. This is definitely like a hearing one, at least. Also visual, but I'll give you advantage. Hey, Lumiere, try that again, because all you did was right. Oh no, don't. There we go. I had to scroll. I'm fucking stupid.
15.
What'd you get, Hanlanan?
I got a 5.
Dur, what about you? Robin.
I said 14. There's a cat literally standing in front of my microphone. She's
Oh.
probably blocking the microphone real good.
Correct. The cat absorbed it.
Jesus.
Is Ash?
Best sound.
Ash. It's Ash.
Everybody say hi, Ash.
Hello,
Hi,
Ash.
Ash.
Hi, Ash.
We're gonna say hi to
She's
every fucking cat on the stream, by the way.
perfectly. That's it for cats. I'm done.
I have one. God knows no one will see it. But okay, so
Yeah, because she's skittish.
yeah. All right, so 14s and up, right? So everybody but Hamlin. You see a small, glowing creature. Looks like a child, but with wings. Run. Here's a button. From here to here through the bushes. And disappear. There's still another rustling sound further on, but you did catch that glimpse of some glowing child with wings just book it through across the path, and you could hear faint giggling. What would y'all like to do?
Everybody else saw that, right?
Correct.
That's all.
Yes, the mage armor does give a nice color to my hair.
Oh, whoops. That was.
I gave myself marshmallow discs.
Feel free to move around freely towards the south, and I'll tell you when to stop. If you need to stop for whatever reason.
The rustling was coming from here, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, I'm gonna just walk down, mostly keeping eyes fixed on that area.
All right. Looking down, looking around, it doesn't even look like the ground's been disturbed.
It was flying. Makes sense.
But you do hear a noise coming from That's not the right button.
So-
Closer to
So it
overheat.
was a small child that was glowing with wings.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do a? Let me see. Did it seem particularly fey or anything?
Roll me an Arcana or a Nature check, and I'll be able to tell you.
Well, I asked that specifically because I'd have to roll advantage or not.
Roll with advantage.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
18.
Oh boy, was that a fey creature? Holy crap. Nobody's seen the fair folk for quite a while, but you could feel it literally vibrating in your blood that was a fey child that just fucking booked it.
Ooh.
Aegis, you would notice it. That giggling sounded like, now that you think about it, sounded vaguely familiar.
I see.
But there are some more rustling noises coming from down here. Just across the river.
Yeah. I'm gonna approach the river to see what's going on.
All right. It is not terribly deep. It is moving at a bit of a pace, but with careful steps, you should be able to make it across, no problem.
Yeah.
You could see the bottom if it wasn't fucking dark out.
Hold on. Checking a thing real quick. Don't actually. Oh, I forgot. I don't think I actually have dark vision. Huh.
It is not so
That's-
dark that like you need dark vision, but it's like
Okay.
if you had dark vision, you could definitely see the bottom.
Oh, the river.
Air vision.
Yeah.
You can see the bottom. It's
Um,
only like 2 or 3 feet deep.
Mhm.
It's just enough
I
to
step
fucking
right
shoot.
in. I step in. I don't care.
Yeah, it's just water. Once you get halfway through the river, though, roll me either a strength or dexterity check.
21.
21, totally fine. Sure footing, no problem.
Miami Riverbed. Yeah, let me start
Yep.
kind of going across here.
Yep. Once you hit that halfway mark, go ahead and roll that strength or dex check. See what happens.
It's gonna be Dex.
Why didn't it make sound? 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. You definitely feel that it is slimy as shit.
Mhm.
But no problem. Aegis, what about you?
Yep. I'm gonna do strength. Oh.
You catch yourself,
Mhm.
but you're still fine. You maybe went like
Yep.
an extra inch deeper into the water than you wanted to, but you're fine.
That's all right. I'm gonna wait and just be ready to assist Hamlin or Liv if there's issues.
Okay.
But I'm
Yeah,
gonna- so I'm
Hamlin
gonna-
is a little fussy about getting wet this
Mhm.
early into the adventure.
If I look back and I see you hesitate, I'm like, do you want me to carry you?
I'm already in.
Fair.
Just like
You're fuck-
grumbling.
You're fine. You are fucking two-stepping through this. You're good to go. What about Liv, though?
Oh,
Liv gets to the halfway mark and immediately slips.
can I make any sort of, since I was explicitly waiting back to see if I could assist, can I make a sort of roll to assist with this?
Yes, give me a strength check with advantage because you were waiting for it.
All right. Well,
Liv is not exceptionally heavy, and you are
Okay,
literally
good.
standing there waiting for it. You catch Liv by the arm. Liv dunks but does not get swept downstream. Everybody.
all
else
right.
is
Well, that's the important part.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't get sucked downstream.
You're not going to need a perception roll for this, but you hear coming from right along the riverbank on the side over here. Just a low, deep.
Hello, I step in.
That should have been expected, I suppose.
Roll me initiative.
Want me to move back?
Nope, you can stay right fucking there.
Okay, cool.
Womp.
And
I got 12.
20.
Oh Jesus, I gotta get out the notepad to write this shit down. Can you fucking turn, guy? Turn. There we go. Face the right way, you fucking zombie. Hey, did you know you're fighting zombies?
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh no! Oh no! Go back. There we go. Okay.
I mean, I would have known.
Yes. All right. 25 to 20. Who got 20?
That is me.
Okay.
So, first to go.
We're gonna find out who got 19 to 15 or 20 to 15. Oh, there's also fucking. Why don't you make sounds? Here I am waiting, and like everybody rolled in there. So, Dura, what'd you get?
12.
12. Cool. Not 1,2. That doesn't help anybody.
Really, anyway.
Are you fucking kidding me? Jesus Christ. What a hot roll I made right here.
Hey, you're getting those out of the way.
Yeah, yeah, we know. All right. Yeah, Aegis is going to be first to go.
Mm-hmm. All right, just gonna advance. Is there any difficult terrain here? Is it all?
It's thick underbrush, but nothing that's going to impede you.
Oh, gonna do my thing. Walk up to this Zambo here.
Mhm.
And rather than swinging my mace, I'm gonna do a brand new thing, which is like Aegis is gonna wrap around like the shield with one arm, and all of a sudden, just like on a series of pistons and pulleys, his arm is just gonna shoot out and punch one in the face. Hopefully.
Punch.
Fucking rocket fists?
What?
Oh no!
Evidently not. Okay.
It's the first time.
Oh.
Yeah, every time you used it, you didn't angle it right. It's the first time
Yeah.
using it. Just got
Yeah,
way
yeah,
off.
that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Does it
That's
throw your fist like into the
no,
air?
it doesn't.
Okay.
No, it's basically just like it is basically a Rock'em Sock'em Robot Punch, is what it is.
Okay, so it's like spring loaded.
Yeah, it's basically like it's basically a spring fist that retracts. I guess for the flavor of this. Oof.
Yeah, so you
For the viewers at home, I rolled a nat 1,
yeah, that's
which is
pretty
the only thing that would have missed a zombie in this instance, and I'm a little mad about it. Because I need to nat 1 to not hit a zombie.
more or less. So you take out the Thunder Gauntlet. You aim it just wrong because it's like the first time
Yeah.
you're using it, so it's hard to calibrate, and you just punch a tree.
Yeah, and I didn't have like the best. I didn't have all the stuff on hand to work on it. You know, I made some compromises here and there.
So just wham! This tree cracks, and you hear it like groan.
Yeah.
But yeah, you whiffed the Zombo.
Just make an internal note to calibrate that later.
Yup. Dara, you're up.
Yeah, used to a mace swing, not so much the punch motion.
Well, I'm gonna move right into there. I should just roll physical dice. I'm gonna just start rolling physical dice again because this is dumb.
Yeah, just make your life easy. Roll physical dice. It doesn't matter.
Because, well, I'm gonna hit it regardless.
More or less.
Okay. And 2. That's still a 2. That's fine. 8. 13 points of damage to the one directly in front of me.
Okay, so Dora raises the greatsword. Practice motion brings it down. Takes a nice big chunk out of the zombie. Zombie's still standing, but zombie don't feel so good. It's 13. Okay.
Oh, I forgot to. Oh well.
We got.
I forgot what I was doing. It's okay. I didn't start the turn with it, so I'm not. I'll bonus action do it now because I'm an idiot. Draw the sword across myself slightly and cut myself so I have storm thunder damage going into the next swing.
Yeah,
4 points. Yes, D4. I did damage to myself now.
it happened.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Lumiere.
He's gonna kind of move up and you know what? Let's do something that let's do something fun here. As he moves up, he's going to cast Searing Smite as a bonus action.
Okay.
And attempt to do a BAP on the zombie right in front of Dura.
Okay.
Nope.
Searing Might stays until the next hit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you go to do the bat, but like there's a little bit of underbrush, there's a little bit of combat motion going on. You happen to whiff it. Sometimes just can't land that target, but that you feel that energy still sticking in that weapon you got and just waiting for it. All right, Han Lanan.
So combat started, and I was in the middle of the river.
Yep.
Am I going to need like another check or
No, you're still
thing
good to go.
get out of there?
You're still good to go.
Cool. So
Unless you want to stay in the fucking river.
I'm gonna move like right there, so I'm within like arm's reach of Liv in case anything goes wrong.
Okay.
And Robin, which zombie did you bop?
The one that's the farthest over. Water.
Okay, I'm gonna try to firebolt that one and see if we can get that guy out of the way.
Yeah.
$12's good, right?
12's good.
Word. 2 fire damage.
So you send this firebolt go through. It hits a couple trees on the way, loses a bit of the power, but still impacts the zombo. And like you see the scorch mark. It's like.
It's hard to cast fire magic just out immediately after jumping out of a river.
Yeah, you get all wet and stuff. The zombies are now, however, gonna come at you. Oh man, they're all basically going together because, well, fuck, Dave sucks at initiative. All right, so this one right here is gonna be going for Aegis.
Okay. A 19 does not hit.
A 19 does not hit. I forgot
Nope.
you're tough as fuck.
Yep, AC 20.
Oh my god. All right, well,
Artificer!
yeah.
Plus 4 forged.
Well, the zombie tried. It clawed at you, and it's just bapping your shields. No wrap shots.
Yeah.
No wrap shots.
No wrap shots.
Second one going for Dura. Let's see if it hits. 8 does not hit anybody, for that matter. So just coming across, you're just like, you give it like the slow deflect with the great blade. Like, nope, none of that. This third one also going for Dura. 13 does not hit.
13 is my AC.
13 is your AC?
That's what it lists. Doesn't seem right, but 13 is what my
thought you had-
AC is.
I thought you had 14.
Not unless I'm shifted.
No shit. Okay, yeah, no, it got you. All right, well, boop. Wow, it came at you hard. It did not like you.
Wow,
It brings the
Jesus.
fist down and just punches you square in the jaw for 7 bludgeoning. Just poof. Who knew that these zombies knew how to box? But all right, we're coming back around. Aegis, what do you got?
All right, I'm gonna punch the one that's in between me and Dura, so maybe this disadvantage thing will actually work if I hit.
Okay.
Gonna. I need to check something actually. Hold on, if
Okay.
you don't mind.
Alright.
Okay, no, that wouldn't work in this instance. I forgot to check the component cost for Green Flame Blade because they changed it so explicitly, so I can't do stuff like this now. I'm gonna punch the one between me and Dura. Hopefully, maybe. Well, I think that's exactly enough to hit it.
That is
so-
exactly enough to hit it.
Wow, my dice do not like me all of a sudden.
Get him out of the way now. Get him out of the way now.
8 thunder.
All right, and it has disadvantage on the next thing that isn't you.
Yep.
All right, so you cock it back. You think you got it this time, and
Yeah.
pop right into its ribs, and you hear a crack, and it's like you see like the little sonic boom for how fast it punches. You're like the gun shrimp.
Yeah.
You're that guy. You're the gun shrimp now.
And it's basically just like a ringing thunder that's distracting it and sort of like trying to beckon it to fight me, essentially,
Yeah.
is the flavor for that. And then since I now have a couple people on both sides of me, as a bonus action, I'm going to pop Defensive Field.
Okay.
And gain 3 temporary hit points.
Cool.
It's just a very small field of arcane energy surrounds me.
I'll take fucking temporary HP every time. All right, Dura.
Can only do that twice right now, so that's one of my 2.
All right.
Oh, the one below me hit me.
The one to your left hit you.
The one
That
to
one.
my
yeah.
left is the okay. That's fine. It's probably not going to stand there much longer. Oh, that's 10. So at least I actually still hit them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not bad. That one. Hmm. 11 physical damage, 2 lightning.
Cool. So you now that you see your sword is electrified, you bring it down again because this thing just shocked you, and you're like, no, that's not how this works. You cleave it in 2, and it just hits the floor like a lump. Oh boy. And it just stays there. It just molds more into like a little fleshy puddle, and it's gone. Bye.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be it for now.
Cool. All right. Lumiere.
Alright, seeing that one go down, he's gonna come over and try and bap the one that's in between him and Aegis.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Alright.
It is
So
really
that's
hard to not hit a zombie. Or
So
you
the
can do that.
mace, well, the mace does that.
Yep.
And for Searing Smite, it has to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 12.
Makes it.
Yep. Otherwise, it would take an extra amount of damage. Let me make sure that it's not.
I take half, maybe?
No, it's on a failed save. It takes the damage. On a successful save, the spell ends.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
you tried.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least you hit it.
Yay. Yay.
All right. EOT?
I'm done.
Cool. And Lanan.
Gonna blast.
Fucking, that's I walked in and started blasting. Oh, that hits
Nice.
it.
Hey,
Hey.
4 damage.
Hell yeah.
Moving up.
Moving up. We're getting a little bit stronger each time. Now you're drying off. Throwing that firebolt, and it's like,
How's Liv doing?
Liv is just chilling. Knees are
Like in the
shaking.
water?
At like the edge of the water. So like
Okay.
maybe ankle deep. Totally fine.
Okay. Cool.
Also, pro tip: never click on show spell description in Roll20. It's broken.
Yeah.
It'll pop up with a huge error, and it's funny as shit.
Now I'm tempted.
No, don't do it. I mean, do whatever you want.
Oh, it did it for me.
Oh, I don't know. Sometimes when you click on it, it's just like error. All right. Zombo. Zombo got to do a punch. We're gonna do the Zombo first. This Zombo is gonna go for Lumiere because it's confused. It doesn't know what to do. It's gonna go for Lumiere because it's fucking stupid. It's the last person to try to hit it. So this is at disadvantage because
Yep.
of Thundering Gauntlet.
Yep.
There we go. How does a 6 sound? Nope.
Even the 12 wouldn't have hit.
Yeah, no, this zombie's confused, okay? Zombie's trying. Other Zombo is gonna try to hit Aegis.
Yeah.
Swinging them wild arms. How does
Nope.
No, 14 definitely doesn't hit. Well, these
Nope.
zombies are outmatched and they know it. But there's nothing they can do about it. Aegis.
All right. Once again, gonna punch the one that tried to hit Lemire.
Okay.
Because the name of the game is try to give as many of them disadvantage as possible.
Yup.
Much better. Ooh, max damage. 12 thunder to that one.
All right. Jesus.
Oh no, that'll be enough.
Yep. So you pop it right in the head, and it like pops off, and its head is just hanging back like on its spine.
Uh-huh.
And then all of a sudden, it just like slurps back in, and is like, "All right, it's ready to go. It's still ready to
There's
get you."
just slow, unblinking metallic head tilt.
It was one more than it needed. It was perfect. All right. Anything else?
No, not for now. Can only make one attack a turn, so
All right. We'll get there. Don't worry.
I don't think I get extra attack even at higher levels, but might be wrong about that. Let me check. I am a sort of weird hybrid, but yeah, I'm done.
All right, Dara, smoke it.
So 17 to hit,
Yup.
and oh, I forgot I can set up my screen that way. That would make that easier. That is 10 points of damage to lightning.
All right. We can save again. Holy shit! The zombie's the
Wow.
best. So you
Reanimation protocols.
take your sword and you hit it flat side of the blade against this thing's head, and you see it do the same thing. The head pops off and then just like slurps back in, and its dead eyes are just like looking at you like cross-eyed and confused to not lose. Yep. Head in a dicey situation. Oh my god. Who let him in here?
You did. You did very
Yeah, you
specifically.
specifically.
Is that EOT? Go. Lumiere. Please.
All right.
Please kill this
He's
fucking
gonna-
zombie.
He's gonna scooch over here and basically shout, "The light bids you to rest," and cast Word of Radiance.
Okay.
They need to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 13.
Yup.
Well, it's both of them.
Oh, okay. So that's I was rolling for the one that's already like that keeps popping back up. Blink. All right, and the second one. Yep, they both make it.
And they don't take anything. It's a cantrip.
Oh God, these fucking zombies. All right, Hamlin in, please.
How do they have such good con?
They're zombies. They have great con. Out of all the things they have, it's the one thing they're good
All
at.
they have.
Great thing is the cantrip. I can keep doing it.
Pew.
Yep. I was against this one, right?
Oh yeah.
All right. Does he make it? He says, "Go fuck yourself." Your firebolt hits his head the third way, and it pops back in.
Just got a bobblehead zombie over here.
I don't understand. Why can't I roll like this in my games? The fuck? I fail every
This is your
goddamn save.
game.
But when I'm playing a PC. All right. That zombie fucking mad. That zombie gonna punch Dura. That zombie ain't
Yeah.
punching shit.
Nope. Second nope.
Yep. This zombie gonna punch Aegis. The zombie also
Nope.
ain't punching shit. We just might be here forever. This is it. This is the infinite combat.
Yep.
Aegis, what do you got?
Just free action to draw the angry eyebrows onto the head.
Yes.
Just takes out chalk with free hand. Just like draws on the this angry position eyebrows in white chalk, and it's just gonna try to punch this one that won't stay down again. Fuck.
In case anybody's wondering, roll the 1. Wait, I have a button for this.
Well, I tried.
Oh.
Better now
yeah.
than in a crucial encounter. All right, someone else redeem my failure.
Dura, please.
That is. Jesus.
Wow, the dice.
26 to hit.
26 hits.
Doesn't want to stay down.
That is a max damage. That is 12, 5, 17, and 4 lightning.
17 plus 4 lightning, 20, so 21 damage total.
Yeep.
It can't make that save. Even on a nat 20, I couldn't make that save. So yeah, finally this. You're so mad and you're so confused as to seeing like what the fuck is happening with the zombie. You're like, you know what? No, and you give it. You send it into shards of blood that just cover Lumiere.
Corn approves.
This is when you use prestidigitation.
Yeah, Lumiere, you are now covered in meat paste. Very similar to what you ate 2 nights ago.
Just not quite as spicy,
Not as spicy.
That
A
is
little
probably
electrically
spicy.
charged.
and probably past its due date.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Lumiere, what do you got? 1 zombo left. The zombie's fucking gone.
He's just gonna try and bap it.
Give it the bap. You got it.
Hey.
All right. You got a mace?
Yes.
You got a mace. You put the mace into the zombie. You break a couple ribs. Zombie's still standing, but it's like, ugh. It's just sad now. The zombie's just sad. His buddy stood up for so long.
Oh.
His never-ending friend is gone. That's all you got. Hamlin N. Put the zombie out of his misery.
All right, I'm specifically not aiming at the head of this zombie, realizing working on
Center
some
of
previous
mass.
information.
That these things have reticulating splines. Yeah, that hits.
I was about to say we're operating off of necromorph rules now.
Yep.
Yeah. pretty much.
Making necromorph soup. All right. So you send that firebolt. It clings it in the arm. Its arm's now a little bit on fire.
shake my fist.
It's shaking its fist back at you. It's gonna turn, however, and punch Lumiere. I can't make these things turn. Does it hit?
No, my AC is 15.
All right. Well, it punches you, but like your armor is just like you just like look down as it punches you. It's like that really?
He also has a shield, so I'm envisioning he kind of like saw it starting to hit, and he kind of went, ah!
Just hiding behind it. Meh. Just like caresses your shield. All right, Aegis.
All right, let's see how much the dice hate me this time.
Hey.
Okay, not as much.
Yeah, you're good.
12 thunder, once again, max damage roll. It's all or nothing today, apparently.
All right, just real quick, I want you to know, in case anybody's not aware, a lot of us already played D&D, and we kind of know the health points of a regular zombie is 22. This thing is taking 21 damage.
Yep, it's fine.
It's just
I am not here to be the damage dealer.
Dura. Help.
No,
Did you fucking crit fail?
I rolled a 1.
I love this sloppy button. It's getting so much use. Well, all right. Well, you moved up and you tried, and you got the whole lot of tree. This tree was already hit by a rogue fist. So I need Aegis and Dura to make a dex save to get out of the way of this now falling tree.
Oh,
Oh
boy.
dear.
That's
Oh,
pretty sad.
well.
With another 1.
Well, unfortunate.
That 6 is unfortunate. Yes.
11.
11's also unfortunate. So you swing at this zombie and it just like saunters out of the way just because it's like lopsided now. And you hit this tree and both of you look up and like, aw, beans. Please take this much bludgeoning damage. 3. As the tree
That's-
falls, it smacks the
Well, that's my temporary hit points. So that I've now gotten value out of that ability.
All right. Lumiere, save us. Actually, the zombie would also have to make a dex save because it's also behind the tree. Hold on. What a 0. Okay. So it would have also taken 3. Okay.
Has to roll that con save.
Still standing. Gets bapped by that
Damn it.
tree and it's just fucking
If
still
that
there.
tree killed it, though, I would have counted myself as killing it, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would have been hilarious.
That would have been hilarious.
The zombie still standing. So in case, I know people can't see my rolls at home, but a zombie, when it takes fatal damage, rolls a con save. And you have to beat a certain DC, which is damage plus 5. And if you do, the zombie just keeps standing at 1 hit point because it refuses to die.
Yeah, unless it gets hit by radiant or a crit, then it
Yep.
just dies.
Lumiere, please. This thing has 1 fucking health left.
Yeah, I can do radiant damage.
RNGesus, bless us,
And-
please.
Actually, you know what? I think Lumiere's gonna step back. Because this is more likely to hit. And I've got a halfway decent number of spell slots. Guiding Bolt.
If you whiff this, I'm going to fall out of my chair. Okay, good. You hit. It's is it
12
radiant?
radiant damage.
It's radiant damage. It's fucking dead. Goodbye. You see Lumiere just take a step back, summon up, the holy energies and like throw it kind of like a Hadouken, and it hits the zombie. The zombie just like hits blue flame, and you see like the happiness in his eyes as it's finally gone, and just turns into fucking ash. Congratulations, you've solved my zombie puzzle. You did it! Yay!
Dura's probably looking a little beat up, isn't she?
Bloody.
Yeah, I think after kind of like, okay, nothing else is moving. Oh shit! And you are gonna get a 2nd level cure wounds thrown at you. So heal 16. Both minimum and maximum on the die rolls.
I am definitely right back to max.
Yay!
You have restored more HP than I have, like total.
That's actually how much HP I have.
All right. What would y'all like to do?
Probably progress further on down the road.
All right. This is a perfectly good road to follow. Well, this is like
Maybe-
a vaguely good road to follow.
Probably
Lumire's
offered
gonna-
a. Oh,
No, go
sorry.
for it.
I was going to say I was actually probably going to help clean you up a little bit because you got zombie paste all over you.
You were in the
Yeah,
splash
Lemire-
zone.
Lemire was
Yeah.
at the Splash Zone at a Gore concert. It's fine.
No. You've got some red on you.
He's gonna kind of look down and go, "Oh, yeah."
Yeah, with a little bit of magic, a little bit of river water. It looks like nice river water. I'm going to pretend it's nice river water, just like the bread water.
It's good enough. And actually, while that's
Leveler.
happening, Lumiere is gonna go over to the other zombie and do like the small funeral thing, like he did for the other ones.
Okay. And
There's really
by-
not enough left of the other ones.
Yeah, no. One of them is ashes. One of them is all over you, and the other one is just laying there on the floor in half. So you
What
you
was-
reach down, quick prayer to the god, and just you see it like just turn to dust. While you're down there, please make a perception check.
Roll 20 will.
Well, 20 will show me what it is eventually.
Yeah, it's still rolling. It lost the d20. It's having to go find it.
God, it's under the table. Somebody get it. Oh, now the cat's got it. Oh, now it's gone.
There we go. 7.
7. All right. You know, just see a lot of dirt, a lot of grass, and this fucking ashy zombie.
Yeah.
Before the zombie was ashed, what were they wearing?
Like tattered, barely there clothes. Basically like a
Yeah.
loincloth and what would have been a towel.
Okay, so not like the last zombies that we faced on
Had,
the
like,
last
armor.
island.
Yeah, no, these had like no heraldry, no colors. These were like, at best, poor ass peasants from long ago.
I hope they find better fashion in the next life.
Yeah, so not like the ones we fought on the last island, which were like they're like the remains of armor and such.
Yeah, no
Hmm.
regalia. These are just plain old people that happen to be undead.
So since they are undead, I would kind of like to look over them just a little bit more, because everyone. I mean, is this the first time I've left the island? Probably not.
Yes.
Okay.
mean-
The
There's
furthest
a little
anybody would have gone
different
otherwise was probably to the forest, but there's not a lot going on there because it's been pretty well cleared through.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Lumire's little ceremony takes a few minutes.
Yeah,
It's
so
not
you, got,
officially the ceremony spell. It's
Yeah.
just a thing.
so you definitely have time to check over this this last zombie that was there. I already deleted it, but it's still there if you want to check it over.
Yeah, I would look at. I would like to look over. Because it's undead. 19.
Cool. What are you looking for?
Any potential sign as to why it became undead?
Oh, you find it. Oh, you find it very easily. It's got 2 holes in the side of its neck.
Holes.
Holes.
Oh.
Okay.
Yep. I don't need to tell you more than that. You can extrapolate from there.
I mean,
Vampire.
okay. I will pass that along to the group. It's like, these look like they were turned by other undead in a two-fanged biting action.
Mm.
Vampires, guys.
It's a chalupa dabra.
A capybara.
Do they have that at Taco Bell? Because now I'm fucking hungry.
How widespread would the knowledge of the vampire myth be in our current civilization?
It is known that vampires existed. No one has seen one in quite. There are definitely none in best the Last Kingdom.
That's
Can I
fair.
do a history check to give more knowledge if needed? as the person that has been studying
Yeah.
These sorts
All
of
right.
things.
studying that end of things.
I offer
basically.
you the devil deal. All right, I'll let you roll with advantage, but you're
Mhm.
gonna pay for it later. Or you could just make a regular history roll.
History roll. At the same time, it is undead.
Shit. Yeah, no, you already get advantage for it. Fuck. Damn, my bad
Nice
deal.
Nice try.
11.
11. Vampires weren't like a huge problem back in the before times. People kind of just theorized that they didn't survive because there's nothing alive
You
out
didn't
here
see
to
'em.
eat. Yeah, there's no living creatures out that live in the fog. So like, how are you gonna? What are you gonna eat? So this is
Makes sense.
definitely like turning. This would bringing this information back to to the mainland would definitely fucking turn some heads. Be like, ooh, okay, there's still a goddamn thing.
Noted.
All right, so you have this path. We'll follow it.
Yeah.
Cool. You follow it for about, well, like an hour. And we're going to go to a new place. Oh, wait. I gotta turn the you can't see this off. Fuck. Fuck.
Dynamic lighting.
Bam.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Please put yourselves
Fancy.
at the north end of this map. Again, we're just going south today. That's it.
Yeah.
Like our dice rolls.
Evidently.
Clearly, yes.
See, I like my Word of Radiance cantrip because, like, if I'm surrounded, I can just BAM! But it's a con save.
I'm making this happen. Making this happen. Bam. 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 Mine. Sweet. Liv's got a token. Liv has a sheet. That's all I need. Liv exists now. Over here.
I just wanna live.
All right. It is now fairly dark. Right? But clouds are not present. You got a decent moonlight. You can see where you're going, but to like inspect something, you're gonna have to get up real close to produce a light source. Liv has like a torch, but it's not giving off too much lighting. So if you're standing near Liv, you're probably okay. Once you start getting out there into the world, you're on your own. But you come to this. Basically, like the path leads you. This is like slightly off to the side, and Liv notices it first, and it's like, oh, there's that, and just like points over to this pond.
I'm just gonna kind of start wandering in that direction.
Get off me!
Get on my shoulders.
Yeah, I'm gonna do much the same, just sort of keeping with the rest of the group.
Not hard to notice at all since it's so dark out. The pond has like a tiny glow in the middle of it.
So I pick up a rock,
Okay.
like a little small rock. I just lob it into the water to see what happens.
Are you aiming for the light specifically, or are you just trying to get it in the pond?
No, just because that glowing thing might be someone, I'm
Okay.
gonna just disturb the water surface a little bit to see what happens.
All right. You see what look like two fins, very small, not large at all, pop a little bit out of the water where near the glowing is. The fins themselves are kind of glowing, but that's kind of all you see right now. And then you see two little like antenna just pop out of the water near them.
Should we go back for the fishing rods?
Deep does the water look?
You can't see the bottom, so at least that deep. Even with dark
Yeah.
vision, like you can't see the bottom.
I'm just gonna. Does it look like it noticed us?
The antenna and everything else was orientated in your direction.
Hmm.
Hello?
Yeah, I was gonna call out to it as well, so that works.
You see,
What are we here for again?
Liv thought it looked good.
Exploring.
Liv was like, "There's a thing." So calling out to it, you see a head,
Mm-hmm.
just the top half of a head, like pop out, and it's looking at you, and it's glowing.
Lumiere waves.
You see a little hand come out of the water and also wave at you.
Huh.
Little.
Dura, you get like a tingling in your blood.
Oh.
Oh yes, the good old blood tingles.
Blood
Yes.
tingles.
Some people get
That-
goosebumps. Fucking blood hunters
that-
get blood tingles.
That Fae flavored blood tingle.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It tastes like sherbet.
Can I
It tastes like rainbow sherbet.
can I do a nature check to try and figure out what it is?
With advantage.
I think at this point, Lumiere is kind of like
20.
set.
20, you are looking at the fair folk. This is a small fey child that's just
Hmm.
staring at you from the water.
I think by now Lumiere has kind of like sat near the edge of the water, just kind of like looking.
The Fae child.
What's up?
I was repeating.
Oh, yeah.
For the party.
Yeah.
Oh,
Interesting.
do you speak?
It floats up and out of the water, and now you see that it's the exact same fey child you saw before. It is diminutive. It's only about 3.5 feet tall. It's a child. It's got wings on its back. It's got two tiny little antennas that kind of like fold in with its hair sometimes. And I gotta see what languages y'all speak.
Probably not one that this one knows. I have.
Celestial-
Wait, what? I don't know if I was missing properly putting another language in here.
I've got Celestial, Draconic, Infernal, and Common.
That's a lot.
I have Common, Draconic, and Dwarvish.
Cleric,
I for-
and
I forgot what the rules are to pick up to have multiple languages.
You get a couple to start with. I don't know the specific.
Right, I have that.
Blood
I don't
Hunter.
know if I have any past that. I don't.
well, mine's mainly from, like I said, Cleric
Yeah.
and Acolyte background and being a tiefling.
From what I can see, because I can also see all your character sheets. Aha! It is not. It starts speaking, just in a language that none of you recognize.
That's about right.
All right, give me about 10 minutes. And I start pulling out some soot and salt and start ritual casting comprehend languages. It's going to take about 10 minutes.
The child seems like really excited that this like looks at you and like flies on over to you like a little pixie would, and like looks down and looks at you and looks down and looks at you. It's talking, but it sounds like gibberish.
Oh yeah, no, we'll get there. You know, we can't understand you right now. We're just gonna get that sorted out.
The child like reaches down at like what you're setting up, and like makes like this motion, like a book.
Oh, okay. Get out some paper and a pen.
All right.
I hand it to them.
They take the paper and the pen. They look at it and they go, okay, and they're staring at it real hard, and like the pen starts to move on its own and starts writing things down, and it doesn't write a language. It just starts drawing pictures, and it draws the picture of a tiny little Fae, butterfly, your skinny ass, some kind of mark, and then like a speech bubble, and like starts pointing to them and pointing to you.
Mark in a speech bubble. Maybe do we need to find that mark?
It's shaking its head no at you, and it's just like it's pointing to. It slows down and realizes it's getting very excited, so it slows down and it points to the you and the mark, and then the speech bubble in itself.
I also touched the mark on the piece of paper.
It looks at you and it's like it's nodding, like it points to you, it points to the mark, and it's like, and it holds out its hand.
Oh, and then yeah. I like touch the mark and I hold hand, like with my other hand, take its hand.
Okay. The mark disappears off the page. You
Uh-oh.
feel an intense burning sensation in your hand. And then on the back side of your hand, you see the mark.
Huh.
Just happened.
And you hear the child say, "Does it work?"
Yeah. Yeah. How did you do that?
We made a deal.
What?
I don't.
You shook my hand. We made a deal. I put the mark on you so you could speak to the fair folk.
Oh,
What is
okay.
going on?
Yeah, nobody else
I made a
understands what's
deal.
going on.
Nope.
You can understand what Nate is saying because it's coming out in common,
Right.
but because you're getting half the conversation.
Right, and I'm getting sinking suspicions.
Yeah,
Problematic sinking suspicions.
Wait, what? What do I need to do in return?
You're marked.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
That's
What do you
got.
need to do in return?
Oh, I made a
What?
deal, I guess. You know,
You
these
made a
things
deal
happen.
with a fae.
Yeah. I'm like half Fae, you know, it'll work out.
Usually doesn't make a damn bit of difference.
You're not wrong.
So the child's like, "What? Y'all are funny. What are you doing here?"
We're exploring.
Nobody's done that for a really long time.
Yeah. Can you do the same mark for my friends? You know, I don't want to leave them out.
I
you
don't
know?
want whatever that is at all. Thank you.
The child draws the Fae child draws it on the page again, and then points to everybody and like holds out its hand, like,
Put my hand on my sword.
Can you ask what the conditions of this deal are, if you have made a deal?
Oh yeah, what's the conditions of the deal? They're a little worried about, you know, we're already part of a guild right now which involved a lot of paperwork and things like that. So, you know, a little paperwork shy.
"Oh, it means I know where you are."
Oh, yeah, they'll just know where we are.
Yeah.
Could be
Oh,
very useful.
it's just me. It's just me. Oh, this is my mark. So like you're marked by me, and then the other fair folk won't bother you with bad things because they'll have to go through me first.
Insight
Oh, and-
check that I can't do because I don't understand what the fuck's going on. Shit.
Well,
Oh, also, it's like a rite of passage. They'll protect us from other Fae. You know, they'll have to go through them first. Well, what's your name, by the way? Or what would you like us to call you? I realize there is a difference.
There's a big difference with that question when dealing with the Fae.
Yep.
You could call me Kona.
Kona. Excellent. So if any other Fae interacts with us and they want to do something unsavory, they'll have to speak with Kona first.
Yeah, that's how it works.
I'm also gonna roll an insight. Now that I
I
have.
can't
the,
You
understand.
can't understand the language.
Well, it's been translated to me though. Yes.
Yeah, if Nate's telling you what it's.
Can I just like make one with disadvantage, just trying to read their facial features?
Yes. Dura, you
Still
can.
a nine. Still a 19.
God damn. Dura, you can make one at regular without disadvantage, because your advantage cancels out the disadvantage, and you just get a straight roll.
Can I check? Was it?
Insight.
Mm-hmm. 10.
All right. Kind of really difficult to read because you're translating through someone else. Kat, what are you
Someone
doing?
who's probably too enthusiastic. What's going on?
Yeah. Real difficult to read. Dura, you're already super wary. Deals with the Fae. Always have backup conditions and shit. Aegis, you think you're fairly certain that what the Fae is saying is on the level.
Mm-hmm.
Just that this is the deal is you take mark, you speak Fae, and you are marked by this one specific Fae Kona.
Mm-hmm. Can you also ask them how long the mark lasts?
Oh, sure. Kona, about how long would this mark last?
Oh, forever.
Oh, okay. Forever. It won't wear off. That's perfect. You don't have to worry about, coming it back and getting it renewed or anything.
No subscription fees.
Ooh, also good to know. I hate subscription services. Unless I have Prime Gaming, in which you should use this month's Prime Gaming.
Use it to sub to this channel right now. Go ahead and click on Prime Gaming if you have Amazon Prime.
I believe, Hanalan, if you wish to be our go-between for the moment, that would be ideal.
Yeah, kind of at the mention of the mark and some of that,
Forever is a
Veer
very
has kind
long
of-
time.
shrank back a little bit and has just got his hand at his holy symbol. He's not, like,
Also,
grabbing.
forever is a long time when you, in theory, don't age.
Well, it seems my friends are a little weary about accepting new responsibilities right now, so I'll act as their leader. Yeah, you know how it goes.
Cross my arms heavily across my
Liaison.
chest.
Clearly,
Liaison.
you're the leader. Clearly, you're the one in charge. Definitely the courageous one.
They're lucky I can't understand a goddamn thing.
I mean, everything that I'm saying should indicate everything that's going on.
He's doing the Chewbacca translation where it's basically repeating back what was effectively said.
Well, now that you're marked, I can follow you guys wherever. So that's really cool. Because I was like, I saw your friend over there, working on their body and stuff, and that was really great.
Yeah, I don't really understand how all that works.
Yeah, me
how
either. But
long
it's
have
real
you?
cool.
It is. How long have you all been here?
I mean, that's a deep question. Like here in this pond, or like near y'all, or like in general.
Which
That's what I'd
one's
like
your
for you to
favorite
specify
one to
specifically.
answer?
near y'all would be about like 3 days, 4 days. No, wait, 5 days.
5 days. It's not very long.
Nah, but like, not a lot of people go leaving places.
The fog does make it very difficult to travel.
It's so hard to see and stuff. And like, we don't like the fog either. It's bad.
Quite. Oh, are there vampires on this island?
What's a vampire?
Undead, puts holes in people's necks, probably with their teeth.
Oh, that
not.
guy with the workshop. He's down the
What?
road.
Are they friendly?
Are you asking him if the vampires are friendly?
I never talked to him. I don't know. I've only been in the pond for like a hot minute. Like,
I
maybe
just
5
throw up
minutes.
my hands and turn away. What?
I mean, the fogs change a lot of things. Maybe vampires are turning over new leaves. I don't know. They have a workshop.
Workshop. What do they work on in the workshop?
You probably don't know what they're working on in the workshop. Have you talked to them at all?
No, but I spied on them because they're funny.
Ooh,
looking.
that's even better.
They got bodies, but that's all they got. I'm
Yeah,
hungry.
looks
You got
like they're
anything to
working
eat?
on bodies. Not anything good if you want some hardtack.
No. No.
I understand.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find food. I'll be back later. I can find you.
Okay.
Can I have your name?
You can call me Han.
You see the child like smirk and like wink at you like, ah, yeah. Yeah.
I turned, but I realized he didn't say the whole name, so I was just like, okay.
Yes, good.
So the child goes, okay, bye, Ham, and just like spins in a circle and disappears into fairy dust.
It's just knows at least that much in this instance. Knows at least
Yeah.
rule number 1.
Oh.
The child just blinks out of existence and leaves behind like just a little bit of dust. The light just falls away.
Going forward, please don't make random deals with the Fae. That's not the brightest of things ever.
Yeah, I kind of misread the situation, and you know.
I mean, I think we all did because we didn't understand what they were trying to do.
Lumiere is
what-
like
what
still
was-
sitting on the ground near the pond, just kind of raises his hand and goes, "What just happened?"
I made a deal with the Fae named Kona that I will be able to understand them and maybe other Fae.
Kona said
that-
all fair folk, so you can.
All fair folk. And in return, Kona will know where I am at all times. And I be forever marked by them. Anyway, there's the vampire with a workshop full of bodies. Do we want to go that way?
As soon as you say bodies, like Lumiere is like up on his feet. Just what, where, what?
Oh yeah, further down the road. Kona spied on them a little bit, and apparently it's a workshop full of bodies.
That is
Probably friendly.
disconcerting.
Agree with that.
I'm sorry?
Why? I said I would agree with that being generally disconcerting. What? Why did we come here? Like, it's
We're
me
here
and
to
every
scout.
other. We're just scouting. Okay, well,
I'm trying to
We're-
find
we're trying
remnants
to
of
see
other
if we can-
civilizations.
gotcha.
And sometimes find bits of crystal, and he points in the general direction that he last noticed Liv was.
Yeah, listen, there was a glowing pond. I thought it'd be something to investigate.
Is it still glowing now that the Fae's not in it?
Nope, it's totally dark.
I would posit that if we are going to be potentially walking into a situation where something of vampiric nature is involved, perhaps we should rest and wait until daylight.
would be the
That's
smarter
a
thing to do.
really good idea.
Do we want to stay here on the boat?
The
What do you
boat
Who's
would be
on-
safer, but I would not be opposed to staying here.
Let's stay here.
Yeah, sure, why not? It's softer than the boat. Hammock.
We should acclimate ourselves with staying in the elements, as staying on the boat will not always be an option available to us.
True.
Okay, this probably down here. This looks like a good spot then. Liv like starts setting up camp,
Mm-hmm.
putting down her bedroll, and being like, I guess, all right, we're staying here. Like, make a little campfire.
Oh, god damn it, I've been drawing on the wrong layer for the past, 20 minutes.
Every time. Every time it's the wrong layer. Make new layer. More layers. More layers.
So many layers.
All right, so here's your camp. It's down here. Come closer to the camp. Oh man, I think I have actually I could use an asset to put down a fucking fire. Oh shit, son.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe.
Or kind of turning in for the night. Lumiere will kind of do a health check-in with everybody and see how they're feeling.
Aegis is just gonna grumpily take out his smith's tools and begin fiddling with his thunder gauntlet. Just the most annoyed Warforged grumbling.
Fucking misfire, fucking tree, fucking shit. What the fuck is this? I didn't buy this. Okay, whatever. That's a space
Weird.
station. That's not this game. What the fuck? All right. Who's... So Liv puts the crystal in her bag and sets the bag under her head, and it's like, I'm gonna sleep on it. That way somebody has to get through me to get the crystal. This thing's super important, you know? Is that cool? Can I rest? Because I don't do a lot of sleeping when we're on the boat.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right, cool. I'm gonna take a nap. Liz puts her head down, is fucking out cold. Like immediately sleeping. You know, that superpower that everybody wishes they had.
God, I wish.
I know. So, who's gonna take first watch?
I'll take first watch.
Okay.
On it somewhere in the middle.
And on my first watch, I'm probably going to take off most of my adventuring gear and go swimming in this really nice looking pond.
Going skinny dipping.
Not skinny dipping. I do have some, whatever that word is. I don't know.
Just
Not class.
Not class.
Decency, I guess?
Decorum.
Decorum, yes. Oh, what a good one.
Yeah, I have a little bit of decorum.
All right. Everybody else taking a nap for the first watch?
Yeah. I'll also be in power down mode and just napping for first watch.
Yeah.
So I'll probably reactivate for the later part of the watches.
Where'd my dice roller go? There it is.
Basically, just plop myself down in the midst of the group in case anything happens, and just go into power save mode.
All right. Yeah, I'm putting you closer to the fire.
Also, be right back.
He may not have he'll see them gathering the sticks and may not have realized that things were happening.
Oh yeah, it's bedtime. Bedtime. Nap, nap, nap.
Not be surprised if Lumiere had some weird sleep issues.
Same. All right. Before things pop off, and by pop off mean more things happen. Do we want to take a break, or do we want to power through to the end?
Well, good to keep going.
I need to
But
go
if-
to the bathroom real quick. You guys can keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good to keep going.
All right. I gotta wait until the stand-in sleeping boy gets back. How's everybody
Hey.
doing? Is everybody having fun?
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. I hope chat's having fun. I hope everybody's having fun. I hope everybody's having a fucking phenomenal weekend. I am running on caffeine and caffeine alone. Oh, while you're in the pond, Hanlanan, you see like a lily pad fight against the waves that you're making and like move towards you.
All right. Yeah, lily pad things, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Probably haven't spent too much time in lakes. So I don't think there's a.
There ain't no lake back
Come
back
back.
in the place. All
Yeah, I'm
right.
sure that's just a totally normal lily pad thing.
It gets within about 3 feet of you, and it pops up. And there's a small hand holding an apple, and the hand is glowing. And you hear some burbling from underwater, and it just.
I put my head under the water. Is it Kona?
It's Kona. They're holding up the apple.
Oh man, I really shouldn't add on to these bad ideas. I'm dealing with the fair folk, but an apple would be dope right now. Free you? Are you stuck in there?
Free food. It's just talking underwater, so it's all bubbly.
Well, if you insist, yeah, I'll take the apple. I really appreciate that.
All right, take
What
the
did
apple.
I just come back to?
Oh, a lily pad gave me an apple. It's Kona.
God damn it.
I'm definitely not making compounding deals and obligations.
Hand in hand, making all the smart choices.
Do you bite the apple?
Yeah, how bad could an island apple be?
I have good news and better news.
Ooh.
The good news is it's fucking delicious.
Oh,
The
nice.
better news is you feel no magical bullshit happening with this apple. It is actually a freebie.
Yo, nice. Thanks, Kona.
Just wanted to share their food. They're gone. The lily pad's gone. The light's gone. The apple's still there.
Nice. Just like floating on my back eating an apple.
Oh boy. Hanlanan, you're awake. Roll me a perception check with disadvantage because you are not fucking paying attention. Aegis, roll me a. Oh shit! We got a sweet raid.
Oh, damn.
Everybody say hi to our wonderful friend.
Yeah.
Big
Hello.
chainsaw energy,
Hey.
BCE.
Hello.
Hello.
bringing
Wow.
that good energy.
Yeah.
Energy.
Big community raid. All right, I will
Yeah.
roll that perception check.
Yes.
It's a 14. I don't have disad, but that would have been a 14 regardless.
Yes. We are rocking towards. We are on an island, and shit's about to go down. As the
Mhm.
players are about to find out, because with that 14, you notice that you hear rustling in the woods, and it is not quiet. It's not attempting to be quiet, and it's coming towards you.
Just immediate like reactivation, snap to attention. Just go to like bang on the shield repeatedly to wake other people up.
Oh god.
Hey, guess what are you doing over there?
We have company. Prepare yourselves.
Oh, yeah, no, I should get some clothes on for having company over.
How startling do you think that sound would be?
Pretty startling, because that's metal on metal.
Pretty startling.
Yeah. It's admittedly probably also the thunder gauntlet punching the metal just for additional like emphasis and more sound.
Okay, so I don't just wake up. I wake up and immediately fucking shift.
Oh yeah, you can
So-
do that.
It's a bonus action, so
Yeah.
why not wake up and also fucking shift? I am a very, very, I would like to say worked out looking fucking orc right now. So, let me just fuck my sheet slightly. But yeah, damn. What is going on? I was like, I'm immediately grabbing my sword. It sounded a little bit more, burly.
Liv wakes up and sees new Dura as opposed to old Dura
New dirt.
and fucking panics. Cause like you didn't warn nobody you could do this.
Yeah.
So Liv is fucking like running towards the tree and climbing up it.
They're probably
Lumiere
better
probably-
there.
Lumiere probably does a similar thing of like flails out of bed, is whirling around with like mace in one hand and just looking very confused and a bit bleary-eyed. Sees that and like holds out holy symbol and has the mace up like ah!
It's no, it is fine. That is just Dura. Also fascinating.
But
Wow, they're coming through the woods very loudly, and we're having a whole conversation.
Yep. Oh yeah, no. Head is on a swivel, trying to figure out like what direction were they coming from, Dave?
This way.
It just will point in that general direction since he was the first one to actually hear it.
And now that people are awake and listening,
It's gonna
you
start
hear
moving.
just
There we go.
large footsteps.
Hmm.
Just thump, 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 thump.
1 second. Do I have time? I do. Ice cream. I will be back. You want me to roll initiative before I run?
Yes. Go, go, go. Cool, I'll use that in a minute. So sometimes you hit fucking ice cream, man.
Perfect. Hell yeah.
Sometimes the ice cream truck calls. Wow.
So you see these two large ass zombies.
Oh yay. More.
And walking in
More.
front of them is this fucking swick looking dude. And there is no attempt to be quiet. They're coming directly for you. You know they're coming. So if you want to have like a reaction to do something, now's the time.
And is that enough of a rest? Do I only have that once? Oh shit.
That would be you have at most gotten a short rest.
Okay, well then, I am, Crimson Riding my sword.
Okay.
Right now.
I'm gonna work on getting dressed.
You're dressed. You got dressed.
Nice.
Nice. That's it though. You put your clothes on. You got out of the pond, and that was it.
Oh man, putting on clothes wet, never fun.
Oh.
Ugh.
You could press digitate a little bit, but like your underwear's wet, and that's annoying.
Won't
Ugh.
be the
Yes.
first time, won't be the last.
Fucking bread bath.
I mean,
Yeah,
Lumire's gonna move up.
Oh look, a vampire.
I don't have some of the spells I wanted to because I haven't had time to prepare stuff yet.
If he starts crying, he's a vampire.
I'll make him fucking cry.
If he starts singing Last Christmas, he's a vampire.
Of course, I roll a good initiative when I run to go get ice cream. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
No worries, no one else had rolled yet.
Yeah, well, I was just about to have everybody roll.
Oh, okay.
I was
good.
waiting for everybody to finish like their last second actions to get what's up.
Lumiere is going to. Can I set up here?
No, the vampire does not have a big black metal gauntlet. Not in this one.
All right.
He's actually going to like, in a slightly unsure way, because transformed Dura is is significantly scarier than normal Dura. He's gonna kind of like back of shoulder or on shoulder, put his hand and cast where I was looking at it, Shield of Faith. You get 2 more AC.
Okay. I'll take that. Just note that real quick.
All right. If you haven't rolled initiative, give it to me.
Wow.
Whoa. Okay. I guessed wrong.
I mean, sometimes you want to have the cleric going first against undead.
All right.
Yeah, that's very true.
I got a 19.
Cool. In case you're wondering, ties go to the player.
Aw, thanks.
You're welcome.
Is it like a bow tie, a like long tie?
Oh my god.
Listen, y'all chose to be in this game when you knew, and you knew who was in it.
Maybe running onto the blacktop with bare feet was a bad idea, but I have a soda float now.
Oh, fuck you.
Ooh, that
Good
sounds
call.
good.
Good call.
Better than running out of the shower to fight some bad guys.
I mean,
Also a
At least
good
good.
call.
that was also a good call, but
All right. Let me get up my sheets for this
it's
shit.
fine. I at least had the foresight to stand on the grass while I was waiting for them to make it.
Oof.
So when my feet wouldn't get burned to a crisp.
It's just raining. It's nothing but rain here, so.
Yeah.
Oh,
hard to
it's
think of
it
that.
is it is hot outside by me. That we're supposed to get rained on later.
Yeah, it's been raining for like on and off for the past like week.
Yeah, it's 97 degrees where I am.
Ugh.
Nope, not here.
It is 67. 64, pardon me, here.
Couldn't tell me that because I'm in the attic and I'm sweating my ass off. Speaking of,
I mean, I'm in a room that's closed with my computer running. It is not 64 in here.
that's true. Having to poop fresh out of the shower is pretty terrible.
Gross.
It's the worst.
It's the worst. All right. So, we're going to have a bit of a talking round. And then we're going to get right to initiative. Cool? Cool.
Already detected a threat. No. I'm there.
Interesting. Why are you on my island?
Curiosity.
You know that it killed the cat.
We're not cats.
So your one
know,
friend
there's
is a dick. Anybody else want to say anything before you die?
Wow, we're jumping straight to death.
We
What's
have
your
been
name?
sent by an outside organization to explore this location. If hostilities can be avoided, at least from the moment, that would be ideal. If not, we are prepared to defend ourselves.
You come to my island. You set up a camp. And you're not immediately forgetting everything you know. You have a crystal, and I'm going to take it.
Very well. If that is the path you have taken, so be it.
Prefer you didn't.
As they say in one of my home countries, sucks to be you.
One of my own.
One of them.
And
Yeah.
It's a vampire.
You're up first.
All right.
as has often been said, back at the camp, you may test your assumptions at your convenience.
Thank you, Captain
Huh.
Picard, for the fuck around to find out.
Did you say I was first? I'm sorry.
Lumiere's first.
Okay.
How many do I have left? Oh, I've got at least a couple. First level spell slots.
Also, you can plainly see, so what's standing in front of you is a vampire, and there are 2 ogre zombies standing behind him.
Lumia's gonna start off spicy. Guiding bolt at the vampire.
Would you like a 17 on your attack roll?
Sure, because that'll be a 22.
Yep, using Divine Portent to give you a 17 for your attack roll, because that'll be really good if that hits.
Nice.
Got it. Nailed it. We're hitting the vampire, right?
Yes. And that is how much radiant damage it does.
Oh, he doesn't like this. The fuck?
Oof.
I never read the entire stat sheet.
Noise.
Nice. Oh, shit.
Man, I really should have gone freaking Ghost Hunter. This would have been.
Ghost Slayer's so good though. The
So
Lycan
you
one is also really good.
Slayer, yeah.
so you call upon the power of your gods, and you send this bright bolt of light flying over Aegis' shoulder, and it just hits the vampire like in the cheek, like a long distance like slap, and you see him turn his head, and he like looks back at you slowly. He's like, "Oh, that is how we're going to play." And he like smiles and like prepares to fight. Also, now he's glowing, so whoever hits him next gets advantage on the
Advantage.
attack. Gotcha. Aegis, you're up.
I am going to walk forward.
Okay.
At just normal pace. Probably to around here, actually. I'm not going to go all the way up to them. And I'm just going to see how far they are from me before I... Okay, cool. Perfect. Did that just right. I'm going to pop a bonus action to use my second use of defensive field.
Okay.
Give myself that sweet 3 temp hit points, and I'm going to ready an action to cast a spell if any of them get within 5 feet of me.
Okay.
Preferably if multiple get within 5 feet of me, but...
I'll let you make that choice when it goes down.
Yep, we're going to see what happens.
Dura, what do you got? Where'd you go?
They're vanished.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I myself, and that's hilarious. Let me just.
He's like, where'd you go? I was like, ah!
Somehow Dura cast invisibility. Ah.
I drew a line and then deleted myself.
Oh, I'm going to say real quick.
Mhm.
Sorry, there's one thing I forgot to do. Aegis is going to say to the rest of the group, I would suggest standing about 15 feet back from me for the moment.
Got it.
Just saying that quietly before advancing and moving up.
Oh God. Okay.
This is a very large stat block.
Yeah, vampires.
Go all the way over there.
Okay.
Pretty much, I think all I can really do because.
I mean, you can hold an action for when something comes at you. Because guess what?
Yeah, I'll hold an action to fucking attack.
All right, just first thing that comes near you.
Yeah.
That's really? What, are you fucking kidding me? That is the strangest goddamn weakness I've ever seen. Okay. All right. So Dura, you're waiting. Next is the vampire. Boop.
Alright, I'm actually not going to trigger that ready action because Dura's within range. And that would be potentially really bad right now.
That's only because I had counted it incorrectly because I was trying to do proper and I realized it and shifted it
You're
myself
outside.
again.
Yeah, you're outside.
Oh,
So if you want to pop.
Oh,
off whatever
okay,
you
yeah,
got, pop
no.
off.
Sorry about that.
Aegis is going to pop off this. And that vampire has to roll me a constitution save.
Oh boy. Fails it.
Oh,
Whoa!
he's going to fail, so he takes 5 thunder damage and gets pushed back 10 feet.
Nice.
He's fucking upset. He's fucking upset. First he gets God slapped in the face. And then he tries to like walk up and was like gonna punch you, and you just like fucking yell at him real loud and push him back.
Yeah, there's just like,
No.
just gonna like Thunder Gauntlet is just gonna briefly open up and just another burst of like thunder energy is just gonna fire off at him. Just Sonic Force just yeets him back 10 feet after like as soon as he gets within melee.
You just whip out the speaker from your chest. Womp.
Yeah, everything around Aegis sort of gets like pushed back and blown a bit.
Let
Which
the
is
beat
hen-
drop. Womp.
Because it is a 15-foot. Oh, it's actually only a cube. So now that I'm thinking about it,
It would just be.
it would
basically-
just be 5 feet. Yeah, because it's a 15-foot cube center on myself. I thought it was a radius. I misread that.
That's all
My
good.
bad.
He still gets
But,
thrown back.
yeah.
Like,
Yep.
He's upset about it. He doesn't have any more movement to get closer to you, so he's really pissed.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
That was the intention. I measured that very deliberately.
Let me see. Let me see what bullshit I can do. I know what we're gonna do. Give me 1 second. We're gonna play a fun game of Can Dave Find the Token real fast.
Yep.
Who's that?
My favorite game.
Yep.
Oh, I think I know what this is.
I mean, I know what it is because I'm watching the stream, and I unfortunately can see. the
I mean,
thing
we,
above
you're
the
gonna know what
rock.
it is anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
Fuck it.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Listen, if I didn't want you to see it, you wouldn't have seen it.
Yeah, no, it's fair.
All right. This dire rat will represent a swarm of bats.
That's fine.
But it's not just one. Stop that. Stop fucking turn! There we go. So the vampire's just gonna straight up be like, you know what? Fuck this. And you see it, it takes a legendary action and just fucking disappears. You see it turn into a cloud of mist.
She's just gonna be like, I would like to reiterate that you chose violence.
Who's this? What are you? What is this thing? Get out.
I don't know.
So it's just like, you know what? It fucks off. It doesn't have the time nor the patience to deal with your bullshit. And it summons two clouds of bats instead. And now it's the ogre zombie's turn.
It's not ogre till it's ogre.
Oh, hi.
Hello, I swing.
Yeah, do that.
Hit it very hard.
I hit it decently hard. Need to look at the right character sheet. 23 to hit.
Yep. Oh, boy.
Oh yeah, I'm shifted now. 15 points of normal damage and 4 lightning.
Damn.
I could do math. So you, in your shifted form, take out, hit a little bit harder because you're all amped up for battle. Lands right into the side of this ogre zombie. This thing is gigantic, so it takes that chunk and it's like, it does not seem like it gives a fuck.
I'm sure.
But now it's mad. It was mad already. Actually, it's not mad. It's just doing its thing. It's gonna try to hit you with its with giant mace. How does a 7 sound?
No.
No, definitely not a nat 1. But yeah. So it goes to swing, and you just like parry it right away, like, haha, I was ready for you. So now the other zombie's gonna walk up and like, the bats don't like fly around it. It's gonna come up and try to punch Aegis. Aegis, how you feeling?
You can certainly try.
I tried,
It
and I
does
rolled
not.
2 17s, and it doesn't matter. Fuck. All right. Han Lanan.
Yeah, I was hoping that the zombies would take a different fighting approach, as in stayed grouped together.
Target-rich environment.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can definitely clip. If they're large, you can definitely clip pretty decently. Without hitting me or Argus.
Yep.
Aegis, pardon me.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna throw down a nice little grease on the zombie that Dura is fighting to provide that sweet advantage if it's prone.
Okay. need to draw shape.
I'm gonna put it there just in case.
Oh, mine's worse.
And-
Oh, mine's so much worse. Oh, get rid of mine. Get mine. Come on, no. Cool. Got all that grease. What do I roll for you?
That's going to be a dexterity save, DC 14.
Oh, how dexterous do you think fucking zombies are?
Nice.
Nope. So homeboy over here is prone. That looks like prone. That looks like sad.
And I like my distance away from the combat right now, so I'm gonna hang out right here.
You hear Liv like fucking her teeth are chattering. She's like, what the fuck, 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 what the fuck.
Yeah, I don't know either. We'll work it out though.
Yep. Lumiere.
Nice.
I like how like the four of you had the collective fucking gonads to literally just step to a vampire and be like, no, fuck you. No, you move.
I don't know better.
Listen, I gave him the chance to talk this out. I said, listen, we don't have to do this. And then he chose to do it.
We're gonna move up next to Aegis and try and do a BAP on the big boy.
All right. He's ready and waiting.
Ah,
Guess
that might
what?
still hit.
You hit him.
No shit.
It's a fucking large ass nude target, okay? Like, stab more dudes. That is this one.
and
Okay.
that's 6 bludgeoning.
Yep, and it sinks right into the flesh and just immediately bruises and spurts out a little bit of blood. And he's just the zombie's just standing there with the same blank expression on its face.
A zombie.
If you're all done, Aegis.
All right. I have a zombie in front of me and some other things in this area that I'm not too fond of. Let me consider my options. Well, the swarm of bats is directly adjacent to the zombie, so I could do that, or I'm thinking because I have a couple different things I could do here. Let's see if I can't make everyone's lives a little bit easier. Let me just check the radius since it's a 20-foot cube. So, perfect.
You could hit everybody.
Yep.
Give him that cube.
So I'm going to cast this. So everything that we are currently fighting has to roll a dexterity save. It's also not removing my spell slots, so let me do that.
All right. Oh boy. What am I trying to beat? 14. All right. So ogre zombie in front of Aegis. I'm making a. Is it
Dex save.
Oh god.
It is dex.
Nope.
All right. Advantage. So then bats.
I'm gonna do bats on top.
Yeah, the other ogre zombie is in range as a note.
Yes.
That is also a fail.
Yeah, bats on bottom.
That passes.
Yep. And then the other ogre zombie has fucking disadvantage because it's prone.
So will also fail. So everything except for the swarm of bats on bottom.
Yep.
So now Aegis's arm is once again going to open up and fire out a series of brightly colored, like teal tracer lights that are just going to stick into them and start emitting light. So those 3 targets, everyone has disadvantage against them now.
Advantage.
Or has advantage. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, advantage.
Oh good, oh good.
That's just going to be my turn.
All right. Dara,
That's my action.
you have
Okay.
fucking double advantage on this asshole, which means nothing.
That's impossible.
But you have it.
I have advantage.
You roll 3 dice and take the highest?
No.
No, it's still
If only.
it's just
Yeah,
only
no,
two
it's still.
ever.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be cool, but no. 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Um. $16 points of damage, 2 lightning.
16 2 lightning, 18. God. You just come down with the fucking greatsword and just whoosh, put it through the whole thing as it's laying on the floor. And it's like, ugh. It's like trying to get back up, and now you gotta wiggle your sword out because it's kind of stuck. And it's like, eh. It's just like, it looks. You are fucking this thing up, and it does not appreciate what you're doing. Anything else? Or you good?
Good. Yeah, that'll be it. I'm gonna look something up.
All right.
Because I can't remember.
All right. The bats. One of them's gonna fly over this way.
Oh no. no.
Yes.
This one's gonna fly over here. The bottom swarm of bats is gonna attack Dura. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
A whole nat 1.
Sloppy.
Yep, so that happened. Those bats don't do shit. Alright, well. Ogre Zombie's
So
turn.
far, I am the only one who has done damage to myself. Not bad.
This one's gonna stand back up. It's gonna make an attack, and then it has to take that same save again to fall prone again.
Yeah.
If you end your turn in the grease. Yeah, it's stupid. It doesn't know what's going on. It didn't even know why it fell over. Does it hit Dura? 21 hits.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Take a whole 7 bludgeoning damage. Jesus.
I mean, at this level, that's a lot to us.
Yeah, but like, it would have been a lot more. It could have been a lot more. Alright.
Oh, I know. It's not ideal.
This other one going for Aegis because you hit it with a random bullet thing.
Nope. Still, just hunker down behind shield.
Yep, just bashing against your shield repeatedly.
Didn't that ogre roll 2 17s last time it tried
did.
attacking?
Yes, it did.
It
That
did,
is
yes.
Weird. That is really weird.
Roll
It's only-
20's dice roller is very odd.
Yeah. All right, handling and these bats are fucking.
As Dave can attest from those crits in my last session.
It was like 4 or 5 crits you rolled. I couldn't believe it. Whoa, Black Betty, handling in.
Yeah, I'm just doing a quick think. I don't think there's anything I can really want to do against these bats. So I'm gonna run back over towards Aegis.
That's fine.
Oh, help!
Just stand behind the robot with the shield is what I'm here to do.
Just taking like this really circuitous path. And I think I'm just gonna go ahead and firebolt the non-prone zombie, so the one that Aegis is fighting. So
Oh, I
don't-
forgot to roll the dice for that friend. Hold on. He prone.
Nice.
All right, so you're fighting this one.
Yeah, that way.
Do it.
Oh wait, I roll with advantage.
Yeah, because it's fairy fired. Is it next attack or is it until the effect wears off?
It is until the effect wears off.
That's a fucking
Yeah.
straight minute as long as you don't do anything else.
Yeah. Or if I botch a save.
Yeah,
Because remember, if I get hit at all, I have to roll to see if I
that's true.
lose concentration on it. And I don't have the thing that helps me with that yet.
Warcaster.
That, but there's also an Artificer infusion that helps with it, but I don't have that as one of my infusions.
Okay. I gotta fucking...
Ooh, 6 damage. And real quick question, Dura, what is your AC?
Right now,
Yeah.
16.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Because Shield of Faith and RAR.
Yeah. What a
Grr.
what a wonderful mechanic that is, Raw. I use it every day.
RAR should be Gur.
All right, Aegis.
RAR XD. What?
You're up.
It doesn't
Oh, no.
Lumiere go before me?
Lumiere goes before you. Sorry. I got confused.
Alright. I have a lot of magic left. And pretty sure my mace does more than Word of Radiance. By possibly a whole 1 damage. Uh, my mace gets strength added to it. So,
Yeah, Word of
It's-
Radiance is probably going to be our finishing blow for these if possible.
well, the downside is it's a con check, or if it's a
Mm-hmm.
all or nothing. It's not even like a half damage.
I mean, yeah, because cantrip.
Yeah. But he's still gonna try and take a swing.
Do it. You won't.
I got an 11.
You did. You hit him.
3 damage.
We're taking this one down nice and slow. All right, you bab him again. You got Lumiere. Don't remember. This is not a lightest touch game. You could swing. You can swing
Yeah,
harder
this
than
is-
this.
This is at least Amguard, if not Dag.
It's fucking SCA. We're going ham.
Yeah, you can grapple.
You,
You alright?
you want to kick somebody's shield? You fucking do it. All right, Lumiere, if you're done, Aegis, go.
All right. Things are going relatively well. I'm not going to use any of my fancy tricks. I'm just going to punch him.
Bunch 'em.
Thunder Gauntlet with advantage because he's glowing.
Yep.
It's Fairy Fire.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh well.
Oh, 1 off from a crit. 8 Thunder.
Thunder, Thundercats. Ho! All right, the fist springs out, punches in, sinks in, pulls back, and now there's like a divot where you hit the zombie.
Yep.
That's it. Dura, stab a guy.
Let's see. Should shift this so I'm just being intelligent now and actually setting this so I can see everything nicely. Nope, that was a lie. I was wrong. It did not do what I expected. There we go. That's better. Okay. 21 to hit.
Yep.
One gets rerolled to a 2. Yay. Oh, I did that wrong. That's fine. 11 and 4 points of lightning.
All right. That brings it to. Oh my god. Yeah, that's 15. Okay, I can do math.
I'm sorry. If you want me to just tell
No,
you.
you're
straight
good.
damage for some of
My
these
brain
things?
was just like, it just shut down for a second. It was like, numbers? We are level 3. All right. So you again sink your sword in. This zombie is holding together by the fucking sinew of its muscles. Like it's got like nothing left, but it's still there.
Keep going, Adam.
Yup. But now the bats are gonna go. Flap, 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 flap. Handling in. Get bit.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
21.
that'll do it.
Take that whole bunch of little nibbles. 3 piercing.
Oh no, my HPs.
All right. Other swarm of bats. Gonna move a little closer. We're gonna do the same thing. Ah, gonna bite Dura. No, we ain't. Never mind. All right. Ogre zombie. This time gonna punch Lumiere.
All right, it has disadvantage
Cool.
because I punched it.
11 don't hit Lumiere.
Needs at least a 15.
God damn it. All right. This fucking guy's gonna get up. He's gonna punch. 16. Dura. It hits. Yeah. Okay. You're gonna get bapped. 14 bludgeoning.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
Are you still standing?
I'm fine. It's just going to be interesting now. Because I think I have to start paying attention to other rules.
All right. And
Oh.
Yep, I have to pay attention to other rules now.
up. He falls down again.
Gets a -1.
my god. Okay.
All right,
Okay.
everybody's there. Let's go, Hen. You got this swarm of bats in your face.
Yeah, I know it's really obnoxious. Like, come on, bats, leave me alone. And like, I was looking through all my spells. I'm like, oh, I could use fog cloud. Oh, I know bats like hear with their mouths and stuff like that.
Yep.
Maybe invisibility, silent image. Oh shit! Run away.
Getting
Just
some
gonna
side eye
scoot
from
her.
a cat, so apologies if you hear them or you hear me cry back at them.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna just keep trying to shoot this ogre zombie over here, and hopefully somebody can save me from these bats afterward.
This top one,
Yeah.
go for it. That
And I
hits.
think I don't have advantage on it because I'm rolling while being threatened.
No, you still do.
No, you still do.
Oh, word.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
All right. Well, the first one's better, but it doesn't matter.
8. Pew.
All right, you hit it in its upper shoulder, and now it has a pauldron of flame because it's on fire now.
Ooh.
Doesn't really care too much, but it's on fire. I don't even know if it's gonna notice, but
That's-
it doesn't like it. All right,
That'll be my turn.
cool. Lumiere.
All right. Probably hearing a very loud thunk from over by Dura. He's gonna book himself over here.
You're gonna get punched in the face if you go do that.
He's pulling Impulse Medic.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
It still has disadvantage, so
Ogre Zombie's gonna try to punch you as you run away from it. 12.
Alright.
Nope.
Nope.
All right.
All right, and Dora's gonna get a Cure Wounds, heal 9, and oh boy,
All good.
yep.
All right. Aegis, what do you got?
I'm gonna
I've got 9 back now.
Yeah, you got
Yes.
9 back.
I'm gonna reposition ever so slightly,
Okay.
just so this thing can't shift down to pursue Lumiere.
Mhm.
And then, is there any debris on the ground, Dave? Like
Uh,
rocks.
Yeah, some natural debris on the ground.
All right. Well, that bat swarm that's attacking Hanalan is gonna give me a dexterity save.
Oh,
Oh, yep.
I forgot you could do that.
That's one
Oh,
of my only ranged abilities. It passes. So, I forgot they don't even take damage on this one. Damn it.
Yeah, it just whiffs it.
Feck. Well, I tried.
Yep.
Thanks.
As I attempt the hacky sack of death once again,
God, that would be brutal as fuck.
but no, they are. This is kind of the expected result. They're bats. They're dexterous, somewhat. More
Dura.
so a hey, look at me type of deal.
That's true.
There's still disadvantage on that guy. 19 to hit.
Yep.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Nope. $13 points of damage, 4 points lightning.
17 total. All right. Does the ogre zombie stay standing?
I give it a 13.
You
Oh,
give it
never
a I was gonna say.
I give it a 13 just so it stays down.
Yeah, no, 13 kills it. So that ogre zombie is like. You're just at 17. Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, no, that ogre zombie is way dead. You have carved it to pieces.
And I was healed, so I didn't have to deal with anything.
Yeah. And the ogre zombie falls down again after dying. So next up,
Dying a second time.
dies the second time. If that's your turn, these bats are gonna fight back. They're gonna avenge
Go
their
for it.
their zombie friends.
Try to
Heinlein!
hit me, stupid burps. Burps, mammal burps. Oh, you hit me, mammal
Oh,
burps.
Heinlein. Gonna get nibbled on again.
I think this one's
I'm
against
almost
hand.
bloodied.
Oh no. Oh no.
Dura. Nope. Oh, the only person apparently I can hit is fucking Heinlein. That ogre zombie
Listen,
fighting Aegis.
They're just doing the age-old tradition of geeking the mage first. Nope.
These zombies should just lay down and die again. But all right, Heinlein.
Firebolt. Oh, actually, well, y'all already have advantage due to fairy fire, and I'm pretty confident that Aegis is not going to get hit. So yeah, Firebolt.
Okay.
Ooh, thank you, advantage.
Who we hitting again?
The zombie.
Okay.
Her 8 more fire damage.
Yeah. Believe it or not, both of those rolls would have hit.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, they're big, naked, walking mounds of flesh.
Big new dudes.
Big nude dude. That's my Bloodhound Gang covered band. Big nude dude. All right. Come here.
That is my thing.
It's
All right.
buddy.
Seeing that Dura has taken out the big thing and Aegis has been kind of fine, looking over,
Yeah,
seeing
no, I'm good.
seeing Hanlan kind of freaking out or looking the worst for wear is going to come over and
Them bats
right
gonna try
here.
to get you.
Go ahead.
Man, y'all got some nuts.
Well, the thing is,
Everybody's
he's gonna put his hand out like he's trying to do a healing spell. He's gonna kind of like focus. Nothing happens. Slight panic. Word of Radiance.
okay. Word it up. I got to do a dex save.
Con save.
Con save. Okay, that's. Excuse me.
And it's a DC 13.
Yeah, I got a 17.
Damn it.
The bats are flying around too much. They're like, nope, 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 light, nope, 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 nope.
They have a plus.
Alrighty.
Yeah, no, they're just rolling real well.
Aegis. Bring
I'm
it
gonna
home.
try. I'm gonna try to put this one down. We'll see if it works.
Okay.
So that's a 19. 12 more thunder damage to it.
Nice.
Another. I'm rolling like 4s or 8s and nothing else for damage on this weapon. I'm noticing that. That's what it's been every single time. These dice are very blessed, but also very cursed.
All right. Thunder Gauntlet. Pop, pop. Extends back. Put another divot in the zombie.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of full of holes. It's still a little bit on fire.
Yeah.
All right. Dura.
These bats.
These bats. They're waiting for you.
And they don't have, they're normal. There's nothing wrong. with
Correct.
them
There's no
currently.
advantage on them.
They're not glowing.
Okay.
Yeah, they were one of the ones that succeeded, sadly.
12 to hit.
12 hits.
Okay.
There's enough of them. You swing your sword wild enough, you can hit somebody.
Roll both of those again because those were bad. Okay, that is 11 and 4 lightning. So,
All right. So those you swing your sword wild enough, and sometimes you just collect fucking bats all on one sword.
my
and kill
sword
them all.
becomes a net. Just catches all of them.
You just turn it sideways so you can bat them all at once, and you get them perfectly in a fucking line, and the bats just go. They just dissipate as you fucking cleave through them and die. So they're all
Bat them
dead.
all at once.
Every single one of them. Well, now it's the bat's turn. The bat's gonna try to punch the wizard again. Hey,
The
wizard.
bats are punching.
They're biting the wizard. Wizard.
With their mouth.
Hey.
Hey, you don't make it. Zombie.
Nope.
Zombie,
Nope.
just sit down, zombie. Handling in.
Try to put that big old zombie down.
Zombie is looking worse for wear. It is not holding up too well right now. That hits. That's damage.
That is technically damage.
That is technically damage. Now its other shoulder's on fire. Now it just looks cool.
Yeah.
Got
I almost don't want
fire
to kill it now.
pauldrons.
Get them sweet fire.
He went to Firelands. He got those epic pauldrons.
Nice.
Yeah. Go with those Ragnaros pauldrons.
All right, Aegis. What do you want to do? You want to punch somebody?
Lumiere goes before me.
Oh, god damn it, Lumiere. Because hands at the bottom, and then I go back to the top and get confused.
He's going to. He sees people that are injured. He's out of spells, but he can channel. So, let's see. 30 feet.
Yep.
So I can hit everybody. No offense, Aegis, you're not getting any of this.
I'm not wounded, so yeah, no, I don't need it.
Hanlan heal 8, and Dura heal 7.
I only need 6 HP, so if you want to give 2 of those to Dura.
Okay, we can do that.
So 6 to hand and 9 to Dura.
Yes.
I can math.
Nice.
Perfect.
He just stands there, is kind of looking like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And just
Holy Nova.
Fucking healers don't cast healing; they cast holy.
Holy is a heal. It
Holy is a
prevents damage.
It's preventing future damage by DPS. All right,
Yep.
Aegis.
And because of stuns, I'm gonna once again try to ruin this man's entire career.
I mean, he's already
Punch.
dead. How much more do you ruin it?
Oh boy!
There's that crit.
And that's gonna be that's a good roll
Whoa.
too. That's gonna be 18 thunder damage.
Ow.
All right. Now the
Because it's a
question is,
crit.
it's a
Well,
crit.
it's a crit, so yeah, it doesn't get undead resistance. It get undead fortitude against that. So
You punch a hole in it,
Hey.
like a comically
yeah.
large hole through the middle of it. It just like looks
Uh-huh.
down, and it just falls over. It's like,
cool. I'm gonna just reposition over to these other bats to get ready to deal with this problem if need be.
I forgot something.
what?
I am resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing when I am in this form.
Hey, we're on a TV. Hey, friend's got new ice cream. Hey, nothing I can do about that. But I got a feeling it ain't gonna matter in 10 seconds. It's your turn.
No, it's not gonna matter. Just gonna go over here. I want to actually move my character. Derp, derp, derp.
I really wish Roll20 would let you draw and then move. 'Cause
yeah.
I feel bad just teleporting.
Do we have that?
There you are.
Oh, thank you. What's the?
It's got Fairy Fire on it, so you have advantage.
Okay, that was what I was trying to check without the articulation of words. Oh, look, I rolled 2 9s. I hit the thing
You hit the thing.
because that's a 16, and reroll both of those because those were shitty. 8, 14, and 3 lightning.
You know what's for breakfast?
Bats.
Bat skewer right through all of them.
Electrostatically charged.
5e doesn't have the swarm thing where it's like, oh, unless it's an area of effect, it's reduced.
Correct.
Oh, that's so nice.
Or if it did, I don't care. Everything on the field is dead. You have done it. You've
I was
successfully
gonna say
defeated my
everything,
puzzle.
even us.
You died too. Rocks fall. Everybody
no.
dies.
No.
Lumiere's kind of like doing that breathing of like, okay, everything's done. Is everybody okay? Oh, my head hurts. Is everybody? Oh boy. He's probably gonna turn to one of the people near him and start doing like checking.
Mm-hmm.
Fine, I'm
Whether it's
well enough.
Aegis or
Yeah.
Dura.
Yeah, Aegis is
50-50.
fine. This is just good as state. System's optimal, though running low on power.
Yeah, I know that. I know that.
Do we want to go back to the boat?
Is it over?
How much? You can come down now. Liv. It's over.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You're still a
Well-
wolf.
I am still a wolf.
Okay. I'm just making sure that's cool.
That is cool, albeit maybe a little bit stronger reaction than I expected to have when waking up today.
Yes,
Okay.
apologies. It was the fastest way to get everyone's attention.
It's
Kind of face down on the ground, thumbs up.
it's okay. It's the sort of thing where it's when it's that and I can just kind of feel the right thing coming along. It was yeah, that was how I was gonna react anyhow. Slightly faster. Oh, I have cuddles. Oh, someone. Nope, she did not want cuddles. She went
Well-
straight off my lap to the floor.
Bye,
With
cat.
the
Goodbye.
confirmation that a powerful and dangerous entity is on the island, I think this is the point where we should consider going back to the ship, as I believe Hanaran suggested.
Yeah, I would feel a little bit better sleeping on. Not here.
I mean, yeah. What time? What time is it currently? 'Cause if we can go back to the ship, it probably would be good.
Solid 2 a.m.
Solid 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay, I will bring up the rear because I should be able to detect anything with my heightened senses. Definitely in this form, especially to just take rear guard and get right back to the ship. Rest.
Everybody roll me a perception check.
Yep.
Advantage.
No advantage.
Yes.
Smelling or hearing? Okay.
No, not smelling or hearing. So
Smelling
no.
or hearing. Sweet. Still really fucking good.
Lumir is probably still face down, like slowly pulling himself to his stuff to start packing. I'm tired.
19.
I got a 19. I got a 20. Lemire's too tired. Hanlanan is admiring himself.
Oh yeah.
You hear like. No, you don't hear anything. You
I was gonna say.
you see up in the night sky. You could see the moon because like you've had moonlight this whole time. You see first like one shadow, and then a couple more shadows, and then a swarm of shadows against the backlit
Ah.
moon.
I believe this is probably a sign that we should leave.
They are
You
all
need to tell me twice.
swooping down in your direction.
Oh,
Oh.
my.
Oh dear.
Oh my.
Liv looks up, points, and then just turns, and fuck you if you don't keep up.
Ready, set,
Post
run.
Post haste. Yeah, I'm just gonna
Here's
book it.
trying.
All right, everybody, roll me a strength or dex save because you got to go back through that river.
Oh
And
dear.
I'm still keeping up the rear.
Oh no!
Because
Well.
that's why I'm keeping up the fucking rear.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh no.
Lumiere is so tired and worn
I-
out. He is just not.
I am going to be moving and lifting as I go to get them the fuck up. It's a 23. Do you need me to strength them to move?
give me a
Get
strength
back to
check to
moving.
catch them both.
Catch them both?
Yeah,
Nat 20.
you caught them both.
Oh!
That's it. Fucking fast lightning, fast wolf reflexes. Grab them both. We gotta go.
We gotta go.
Everybody makes it out of the river. You are running down the road or the
Mhm.
path that you know of, right? And behind you see the swarm of, now you can see it, bats behind you. And they transform from bats into like spirits. And they look vaguely humanoid as this wave of like ghosts slowly advances towards you. You get to the boat, And fucking Liv is already on it. She's way ahead of you. She's already on it. She's literally just cutting ropes to drop sails. And is like, we gotta fucking move it! Spinning the wheel.
Yeah, no.
You take off.
Understandable.
Yeah, you take off, and the spirits make it to the edge of the water, and they stop. And you begin to see them like shrink down and coalesce into the one vampire you saw, and he's just fucking grilling you. And his eyes are so red, it's giving off light around him. And he just sees you as you go away, and the fog eventually envelops the island again.
Just gonna give him a friendly wave goodbye as we leave.
I think at the point, like
Fuck
the
you.
horde of, at the point of the horde of spirits, whether Lumiere is still being carried or not, he's like grabbed his holy symbol and is like holding it out, like I'm exhausted.
Aegis,
No.
Aegis, as you wave, and the fog envelops the vampire. You hear it first. Just a. You feel it second,
Yeah.
and you notice it third.
Mm-hmm.
As you take 14 points of damage as an arrow pierces your entire body.
Well, that's fine.
What?
Was the 18 a hit roll, or was that just
Uh,
a thing?
The 18 was the dice, but there's bonuses that it has that it doesn't show.
I mean, oh, yeah, that's fair.
Yes.
That's fair.
And the 14 was the damage roll.
So to only have one more spell slot just to be the pettiest person right now, and the spell that I don't have, sadly. But
Lumiere's gonna see that, immediately kind of go a little bit bleary because he's
also, I'm
exhausted.
only gonna take 11 because I still have my temp.
That's fine.
And he's gonna immediately like walk up, start trying to pull the arrow out.
Oh no, it went clean through.
Yeah, no.
Oh, it through and through. But he's
Yeah.
gonna kind of like make motions like he's
Interesting.
trying to use his magic again and kind of
I
stop it.
will. Do not worry, Lumiere. I will perform maintenance and repair this breach.
Okay. Good.
You should probably rest for the night. You seem very exhausted.
Oh, he's already fallen over again.
I'm just going to catch you from falling over. Just sort of take you down to the hammocks.
As you float away from the island, you hear a couple more. And you see, coming out of the fog, is just a wave of arrows on fire. Just scattered randomly. Some of them hit the boat, most of them don't, land in the water. But, like, you upset this person. And, like, the one or two fires that are started that hit a sail are, like, immediately put out, right? It's not a problem. This is just, like, a last, like, fuck you. Get away from me. And that, you have successfully survived a vampire. And have stories to tell. And that's
aren't
where we're
ourselves
gonna end
vampires.
it.
Oh man.
Yay!
Yay for TV. I'm so happy that I said I was taking up the rear before we even started fucking running, because that would have been.
That'd have been very bad.
Yeah.
So one minorly annoying thing about Roll20, I get Searing Smite as specifically a second level spell,
Mm-hmm.
and if I use it from my abilities tab, it doesn't count as being cast in the magic tab, because in everything it
No.
doesn't say it does not use a spell slot.
It gets
whoops.
super weird.
Yeah. So I was actually completely out of second level spell slots, and I used up all my first level spell slots.
Whoops!
Damn.
Damn.
Yike.
Yeah. That's why Lumiere was so tired, is he was just pouring magic out today.
But yes, we've
Or
done it.
If you got him. Woo!
We played one D&D.
We did.
One whole
Just
D&D.
gonna not have that amazing AC that I had anymore, because that would be much. And I'm gonna drop out of form once I don't hear fucking arrows anymore.
Yes. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna say bye to everybody that's over here. Where did that go?
Yeah.
Bases.
Why
So
don't?
much D&D for sure.
Twitch, what the fuck? What are you doing? There you are. I'm gonna mute all of you, so everybody wave goodbye to the stream.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. We'll
I'm
do this
waving
again.
even though I
everybody.
don't have camera on.
We'll do this again another time. I'm gonna mute you all, so don't worry. You can talk amongst yourselves. It'll be fine. I could do it once I figure out where my fucking Discord went. Okay, love you. Bye.
Eh.
And we're gonna go to here. Friends, I'd love to send you somewhere, but my Twitch says that nobody is streaming right now, because whatever. But thank you, everybody, for coming out. I really appreciate it. Thank you for joining us on our stream. Y'all are very great. We love you very much. We'll be back on Tuesday, probably, for some more stuff that we're doing. I don't know, maybe play Final Fantasy 14 on stream. I love you all. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. Shit stuff. We have each other, and therefore it's not so bad. Bye, everybody.